It's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. It is Thursday. All right, March 3rd, 2022. With your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatic. So we got a very big show today. First off, we want to salute the Fanatic family. Last night, we had the second highest dono live stream, $672. All right, we hit 640 about 2 weeks ago, 672 last night, and 1,052.20 a few days before that. Salute to the GOATs. We already got $20 in donos pretty much before the stream even started, okay? We're off to a good start already. Bang, $5. Sarah Small, dono on the Cash App. Bang, Marcos Pineda, $5 dono on the Cash App. And guess what? Bang, $10. Eagles John, I haven't got a chance to write it up yet. Dono on the Cash App. Let me get that done here real quick. And then we're talking about the Vince McMahon interview with Pat McAfee show, which was incredibly lit. I want to go over that with you guys as well. NFL Combine, we saw some guys run some fast 40s. We have the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, and the tight ends. I got the Lakers and the Clippers on right now as well. Shout out to everybody in the room. Appreciate you guys. Let me actually get Eagles John on here as well. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth, baby. Let's go. And this is going to be probably a 3, 4, 5 hour stream. So I appreciate you guys. You know, I'm going to put in the grind, the work, and the hustle. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Gang, gang. Good start already. $20 already before the stream even starts. All right, baby. Marcos Pineda in the building, my boy. All right, so we got Sarah Small, bang, 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 $5. Marcos Pineda, one of my best friends, for life, brother. Just like the NWO, new world order, for life, brother. Oh, yeah. All right, Marcos in the building, representing the 12th man, Oregon State Beavers, and the Blazers. Rip City in the building. How are you, my brother? It's crazy how far that the channel has come. It feels good to be able, to be able to go all in on my dream. And like I said, $672 on just a kind of late night hangout stream on a Wednesday night. We'll see what we get today. Could be 100, could be 200, could be 500, could be 1,000. We don't really know. And then shout out to my boy, Eagles John, bang, $10 in the building. Sarah Small says, hey, how everyone's doing today? Hope everyone is doing good. Air in the building. What to do? Hope everyone is having a great day. Alex, he says, my Suns beat your Blazers. Yes, they did. The Blazers are not very good. So I got a couple updates as we get people kind of trickling in the room. And let me actually acknowledge Eagles John for, hey, let's get it started. And that's a great thing when you guys have fans like this that support me so heavy. Eagles John in the building. What's up, everybody? You just get the love and the support. So I got some good news and I got some kind of not really bad news, but just want to let you guys kind of be updated on everything that's going on. All right, so the good news. Holly Hundo got a starter jacket from me, got her taken care of as one of the GOATs, right? So we got that taken care of. Cyberpunk 53 also got a starter jacket, a Chiefs one, Chiefs Kingdom in the building from me for all the heavy donos. Sarah Small, the manager of the NWSF, handling the donos and keeping track of people in line in the chat. She got some Colts merch, some sweats, t-shirt, some socks. She's taken care of, but I got more gifts for her along the way. Today, Odin's son, Odin's child, I ended up getting him 3 AEW t-shirts as well as an Undertaker 2022 Hall of Fame t-shirt. So we got about $150 worth of t-shirts for my boy there. So he's taken care of. So Xavier Williams, Mr. Williams, he's up next. So we're probably going to be doing maybe a Kobe Bryant t-shirt or two, a Magic Johnson maybe t-shirt or two. So I'm going to look around on the internets, on the interwebs, and I'll get him taken care of. And then obviously Shepard Williams is going to get some kind of maybe jersey or jacket from me as well. Mr. Williams, Xavier Williams, he doesn't want me really to get him too much, but I got to at least get him. I told him, I at least got to get you a t-shirt or two just to say thank you. And it sounds like both of us will go in on a gift for Elliot Evans. Obviously, the kid is in college. Obviously, I think if he had a job that he would donate. He's always supporting. So me and Mr. Williams are going to go in on something special for him. I don't think he's in the room yet, but at some point here in the next few weeks, we probably will get maybe a Saints jersey. Maybe we'll go halves on a jersey for him or a jacket, something special. Since he's in college, doesn't have a whole lot of money, I want to be able to help him out. So we're going to be doing gifts like that. It feels good to give back. And speaking of giving back, today I went to the store to grab beer. Today's show is sponsored by Modelo Pina Picante Chelada. All right, I got all the pineapple beers. So I ended up getting a Starbucks this morning, and there was this young kid in there, probably 17, 18 years old. This guy doesn't get a whole lot of tips, and when they do get tips at Starbucks inside a Safeway, they split it at the end of the day. The guy probably gets like $2 or $3. It's nothing, right? So he's very nice to me every time I go in there. He's not usually the same guy that's in there every morning. Sometimes there's a few females in there. But I saw him. He's in there. He's in a good mood. And I said, you know what? I got a lot of money in the donos last night. Let's make this guy's fucking day. So I got the coffee, went to my car, and I was about to leave, got out of the car, went back into Safeway, and I told him, hey, I want to take care of you and buy your lunch. So I handed him a 10, and it felt good. I think he was kind of shocked because I know no one does anything like that for those people at Starbucks. But I'll tell you what, the smile on his face underneath the mask, and obviously he gave me a little dap, and he said thank you. And I mean, I know if I was working at Starbucks making fucking no money at all, and someone gave me $10 to go get Carl's Jr., that's right, obviously next to Safeway, to get some food, that made me feel really, really good to see the smile on his face. And I probably made his day. And like I said, you always want to make sure you pay it forward, just like Mr. Williams. Bang, $20. We're off to a great start. We're already at what, $40 in donos already? $5 from Marcos Pineda, $5 from Sarah Small, $10 from Eagles John, $20 from my boy, Mr. Williams. And I was just talking about you. I don't know if you caught that, but I wanted to, bring up that maybe me and you can go in on a jersey or a jacket for Elliot Evans, since he's like one of the consistent guys in the room. Doesn't have a whole lot of money. I know he would donate if he had a job and he wasn't in college. So we want to make sure we do something special. So at some point in the next couple weeks, we will go in halves, maybe on a Saints jersey for him, surprise him, maybe a jacket. I want to do something really special for him. Another goat in the room. Bang! Jake Paul gave me crabs with the David Robinson picture. Let's go. The Admiral in the building. Let's go. We're off to a good start. And shout out to all the goats that we were in the room. There's not a lot of people that can have a YouTube channel that have 15 people in the room and make $672 in donos. But me giving that $10 to the Starbucks kid, I don't know his name, but I know the smile on his face. And I had that moment where I was like, do I want to do this or do I just go home? And then I got in the car, I got out. I was like, you know what? I need to be able to do something nice for someone. I know he's working hard. He's always in a good mood whenever I see him in the morning at like 6 or 7 a.m. I said, fuck it. He doesn't get any fucking tips. So I handed it to him. You know what I mean? Obviously, the cameras are there. But I said, go get yourself some lunch. I'm not going to put it in the tip jar because then it's going to get split up and you're not going to get it. And the look on his face was priceless. You know what I mean? Because if I had more money, I probably would have gave him a 20, but that's all I had left after buying coffee. I had 2 5s. So I gave it to him. It felt really good. And that's what you do. You pay it forward. Me and Mr. Williams will get Elliot Evans some kind of jersey. I think that would be swaggy. We get him like a Drew Brees, or I don't know if AK-41's going to jail or not. I love AK-41. Alvin Kamara, maybe someone on the defense, or maybe we can get him a starter jacket, something that he can love and enjoy while he's in college when the money is a little bit tight. Shout out to Jake Paul, gave me crabs, another goat. You know what I mean? It's like you get someone that gets the channel recommended, right? Boom, comes in, donates $40 on his first day, $70 on his second day, and he's already at another $20. And what you do is you make sure you acknowledge the goats in the room. Shout out to you guys. And Mr. Williams, I'm going to find you the best Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson t-shirts. I already got Holly Hundo taken care of, starter jacket for the Chiefs. Got one for Cyberpunk 53. All right, so those 2 people are taken care of. Sarah Small, we got her some Colt sweats, t-shirts, some socks. I will be sending her more merch as well. She's taken care of as the manager of the NWSF. Next up, Mr. Williams with some Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson exclusive merch. I'm looking for that stuff. Odin's son, Odin's child, I ended up taking care of him today. 3 t-shirts on AEW's website, AEW shop. as well as a WWE Undertaker 2022 Hall of Fame t-shirt. So I got him taken care of. So next up is going to be Mr. Williams, Xavier Williams, as well as Shepard Williams, and we're going to get him some kind of jacket or jersey for the Braves. And so the good news is, we had an amazing day. $672 in donos yesterday. We're obviously paying it forward with the guy at Starbucks. Amazing donos so far. The bad news, it's not really bad, but Shepard Williams got in a car accident a couple hours ago. So he sent me a picture on Instagram. I don't think that he's going to be in the room today. The car was fucked. And I was like, oh God, is that your Mustang? And thank God he wasn't driving. It wasn't his Mustang. It was a coworker. And someone ran a red light, smashed into this SUV. The SUV's fucking total. I mean, it was on its side. And he showed me the picture. I was like, are you okay? Are you in the hospital? He's in the hospital. I think he just got released. I asked if he's okay. The coworker is okay. He said yes. He's got a headache and he's a little bruised up. So prayers up for Shepard Williams. I don't know if we're going to see him in the room. I told him that I asked him, do you want me to tell everyone in the chat or do you want me to just keep it private? And he said, let him know. And I don't know if he'll show up in the chat tonight, but make sure you're, give him a holler, give him a salute, give him a prayers up. Make sure you say something to him when he does come in the room, and hopefully he's okay. But thank God it wasn't his Mustang, because he just got that car and this car was fucking totaled. And I don't know if the guy that hit him was drunk or if they were high, but he said that the person ran the red light, slammed into him, and he wasn't driving. It was a coworker. The car went on its side. It's fucking totaled. But thank God that Shepard Williams is okay. So that's kind of like the crazy news, but he at least messaged me a couple hours ago, letting me know the situation. And I just talked to him this morning, talking to him about some Braves jackets or maybe an Okuna jersey, something that we can do. So that was kind of shocking because he sent me the picture and then that was it at first. And I was like, oh no. And then his car is like totaled on the side in the middle of the road. And it didn't look like a Mustang though. So I was like, I know it wasn't his car, but it made me worried. And then obviously a couple minutes later, he typed in what happened at the hospital. And I think he just got released. So hopefully he's okay. DJ from Australia in the building. Odin's son in the building. And like I said, it feels really, really good to get the 672 donos. You have incredible people in the room. Newbies like Jake Paul gave me crabs, fucking being a goat like he always is, like Mr. Williams. And then Odin's son. Hey, we ended up getting the t-shirt squared away. So we got abandoned t-shirts, 3 of them, very sick. AEW, and then I got the Undertaker Hall of Fame shirt, which is incredible. I think I might end up buying it for myself. And then me and Odin's son were talking about t-shirts like a year ago. And we were like talking about Kenny Omega and Young Bucks, but then they had some weird glitches on the website where you have to like click extra boxes if you're buying it for someone else. Like if your billing information is different than the shipping address, sometimes there's issues on that AEW. But I told them there's this extra box that you got to click, and then it'll let you finish the transaction. So it gave me an error. I clicked the box. I updated the information. Boom. And so I am going to get a Kenny Omega AEW t-shirt from Odin's son as a gift. I'm super excited because I haven't got an AEW t-shirt or hoodie since their debut 3 years ago. I have an AEW logo tee and an AEW logo hoodie. Now I'm going to get a Kenny Omega shirt that I've been waiting for. And the one that we originally were agreed on with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, they don't have it on the website anymore, like a year or 2 years ago. But they have this really cool Kenny Omega shirt with his big face on the front. So I'm super excited. I got a Ric Flair one with a big face in the front. Ric Flair drip, obviously when they did the 30 for 30. And now I finally am going to have my very first Kenny Omega shirt as a gift from Odin's son. So you see how the relationship goes. If you donate heavy to me and you take care of me, I will take care of you back. Shout out to you guys, the best fans on planet Earth. Let's go back and just acknowledge all the goats in the room. Sarah Small in the building, $5 before the stream started. Bang. Marcos Pineda, $5 on the Cash App. Bang, bang, bang. $10 from Eagles John before the stream even started. Bang, bang, bang. Great start, right? $20 before I even hit go. Before I even hit start the stream. We hit 672 last night, the second highest dono stream of the channel. And the crazy thing is, the 3 highest dono streams have been in the last 2 weeks. It hasn't even been an NFL game. It's literally just been these late night streams. I love it. I'm not going to stop doing these. These are going to be something that we're going to do pretty much probably forever. We've hit 640, 672, and 1,052.20. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, let's say, Mr. Williams, me and him are going to, I'm going to get him some Magic Johnson and some Kobe Bryant t-shirts, but we're going to go halvesies on a gift for Elliot Evans, maybe a jersey for the Saints, maybe a jacket for Elliot. He's in college, doesn't have a whole lot of money. He's always in the room. And that's what you do. You support people that you know that need something like that. And that was something that Mr. Williams brought up. Hey, let's do something for someone in the room. And I said, well, shit, let's do it for fucking Elliot. Because that's the type of guy, if he wasn't in college and he had a job, I know he would donate. He's always in the building. So money's a little tight. So we're going to make sure we do something special for him. Then I'm going to make sure I do something special for you, Mr. Williams, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson t-shirts, or something of that nature. I'm going to find something sick for you. Trust me. And you gave me the address, so I'll be able to get that squared away for you probably sooner than later. All right. And then Jake Paul gave me crabs. I mean, if you keep donating like this, my brother, I'm going to have to get you a David Robinson t-shirt, maybe a David Robinson jersey. I don't know. I mean, you got maybe some Chiefs Kingdom stuff. I mean, I'm going to have to make sure I keep tabs on all these goats, because if you take care of me, I will take care of you. And then obviously we had the news about Shepard Williams and the car accident. Prayers up for him. Thank God that it wasn't his car. He just got the Mustang. He just moved into a new house. He's on the road a lot. He might end up getting promotions. He donated a lot of money last night, like $250 out of the 672 that we had. I know that at least he had the 200 and then the 50, and he might have even donated more. I can't remember with all the fucking donos that we had from all the goats last night, but an amazing stream. We streamed for almost 5 hours, all the way past midnight. And this is the streams that I really enjoy. And then also, when I posted on like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, I had some old friends that I worked with on sales on the phone like 20 years ago. They were like, damn, you're really doing it, oh? I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, I've been doing this shit for 10 years. It's finally paying off. I got some amazing fans in the building. They take care of me. I take care of them. But the thing is that makes me the happiest with these donations is that I can give back to the fans. So if you do something for me, I don't need to just be like, oh, I don't care about the fans and I'm not going to acknowledge them and this is the way it's supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be this way. This is the craziest shit on YouTube. You're never going to see another channel like this with donations like this, with the amount of people that are in the room like this that donate this heavy to someone like me. So shout out to you guys, the best fans on planet Earth. Looks like we already got another donation in the building. DJ, all the way from motherfucking Australia, another one of my boys. I appreciate you. He said 235 in the building, brother. How are you, brother? DJ, bang, an Australian $5 donation. Let me buy you a beer, brother. I just opened a stubby bottle. Hey, I'm having one. Hey, let's have one together, brother. Thank you so much. And I always see your comments in there, and you always are praising the energy, the hard work. Let's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't got two. I mean, I do got another one in there, but between me and the girlfriend, I think I have 6. I'm letting her have a few of them. I'll probably try to drink a couple. And obviously, I can't necessarily leave the stream to go get more beer. Well, I guess I could, but I don't really want to go that particular route. Shout out to DJ. Another donation. Air, bang. Who is the best wrestler in the history of wrestling? And why is it Lodi? Oh, baby. You're bringing out the names. Oh, baby. DJ and my boy Air Whitey. Thank you, guys. The best fans on planet Earth. Now, let's have a beer together, all right? Cheers. Woo, baby. That first sip is like Starbucks or any of those places that you go, or if you have coffee at home, Starbucks or any of those places, usually I'll get like a white chocolate mocha. I usually don't try to get a coffee all the time, but sometimes if I'm already at the grocery store buying beer at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and you see these people, they're buying, cereal, breakfast sandwiches, and then you see my cart. My cart's full of Monster energy drinks and Modelo pineapple beer at 7 or 8 in the morning. So sometimes a little pick-me-up if I don't want to have a Monster right away. Boom, a little coffee. And it felt really good to pay for that kid's lunch because I know that guy doesn't make any fucking money at Starbucks. Guy's probably making minimum wage, a little bit of tips and probably barely any. And just a look on his face when I told him, hey, I want to buy your lunch today. And I know that made me feel good. And like I said, if you're getting taken care of by the fans, you pay it forward. It's good karma. And look at the start that we're already at today. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Let me acknowledge everybody in the room, because that's what I do. I know a lot of y'all, that's why you love me and appreciate what I do, because I don't really pass up on anyone. And obviously, we got a great show today. I normally, with the donations, I want to pull up some special custom pictures as we go along. But as with the donos and the show, we'll get into the show first, and then I'll obviously try to get into some of those. It was kind of funny. We were kind of trying to end the stream last night around like 11:30, and then the $50 donation started coming, another 20 here, another 50 here, and then lo and behold, we ended up getting to $500, $600, $620, $650, $670. And like I said, I don't mind staying up late. And I think this is a big thing because nobody really stays up late to do streams, let alone puts in the effort to do not 1 hour, not 2 hours, not 3 hours, but typically 4 to 5 hours. And like I said, you guys are the best fans on planet Earth. I wouldn't want to hang out with a better group like you guys. And just imagine when we grow from going from maybe 20 people in the room or less to 40 people in the room, 60, 80, 100. I mean, shit, we'll probably end up making 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 a show. And if we end up doing that, there's going to be a lot more fucking giveaways in this goddamn room. Jerseys, jackets, fucking NFL gloves, anything that I can think of, rookie cards, whatever I want to be able to give back, I'm going to do it. So let's shout out to all the goats in the room. Sarah Small in the building, $5. Marcos Pineda, $5. Let's take a look. Air is in the building. What to do? Eagles John, wasabi. Everybody in the building. Air. So how'd you like those matches and things, Orion? I'll be honest. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I stayed up super late, but I was in bed. I was watching South Park on my phone and reading. So I promise I will try to get into those matches sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. But usually the matches, the problem is my girlfriend works here in the studio from 7 a.m. until 4 or 5. So I can't really be in here watching the videos if she's in here on the phone and working for Verizon Business. So I have to be in here. And usually when I'm in here, I'm streaming. So I have to find kind of a window after I'm done streaming, which is pretty much never. I'm always streaming, right? And I'll find some time I promise you, I will watch the videos that you sent, and I appreciate that. We have a Discord, so if you guys want to join that, we have the Northwest Wrestling Fanatics. So if I end up starting up a secondary YouTube channel, it will be that for all our wrestling fans. And then we also have the NWSF family on the Discord. So if anyone wants to post that, if you're in the room and you haven't joined it, you're welcome to post gifts, pictures, some jerseys that you have, baseball cards, whatever you got. If you want to be able to share it, wrestling belts, whatever it is, it's just a great community. We got a good amount of people already in there already. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Marcos Pineda said, love to hang out in the streams. Me too. Alex is in the building as well. Mr. Williams, bang, $20. My boy, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, swag coming your way. Bang! Jake Paul gave me crabs, came in 2 days ago. He dropped a 40 spot, a 20 and a 20, a dub sack and another dub sack. Then he came in yesterday with another 20 dub sack and then a 50. All right, $40 the first day, $70 the next day, and he's already at another 20. A David Robinson jersey might be coming your way if you keep this up, my dude. I appreciate you. And it's rare to have someone brand new that got this channel recommended to immediately sub to the channel and donate 40 on the very first day, the very first hour. All right. And then let alone do 70 the next day. And he's already back in the business with a 20 spot. Appreciate you. Another goat to add to the list. And the number is growing. The number of goats that I had before was like one with Odin's son, Odin's child last year. We got like almost 20 goats now. Like out of all these goats that we got in the room, they can donate anywhere from 10 all the way up to 500 for a single donation. That's special. Love you guys and I appreciate you guys very much. Joe Fly in the building. What to do? Sarah Small. At this point, she said $60 in donos. We probably are at much more than that already, baby. Odin's son in the building. Dude, this McAfee interview was great. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. And I promise I'll get caught up. All right? I promise. Tommy want wingy. All right? Pimpin'. Let's talk about Pat McAfee. Let's talk about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. This motherfucker has not did an interview in 15 years. Pat was a little shy. I mean, he was a little reserved because he can't be as wild and crazy with Vince. All right, because Vince is one of those guys, okay, that, he'll play around with you a little bit and joke, but he's a pretty serious motherfucker. But with this interview, it wasn't just a 5-minute interview over, Skype. It wasn't one of those ones that was just over like an iPhone. This motherfucker came to the studio, right? It was a little bit late, maybe about 15 minutes, but he stayed in there for an hour and a half, and it was one of the best interviews that I have ever seen from Vince McMahon or anyone in the wrestling business. Everyone thinks that Vincent Kennedy McMahon is a dick. He even admits it. Yeah, I am. But for a guy that grew up in a trailer, a guy that had nothing, and then to see what he's been able to build, even though the product hasn't been very good in WWE the last couple years, for him to describe all these stories, like when he was about to graduate college and he was like flunking or had a bad grade, this motherfucker showed up at the professor's house, right, and knocked on the door of the professor, stuck his foot in the door and said, I'm not going to leave until you change the grade. And that's how he graduated. And then the professor's like, I'm going to call the cops. Vincent said, fuck it, do it. I don't care. And then he ended up getting the grade change. So this guy's got some crazy stories. Salute to him. He's going to be inducting The Undertaker into the Hall of Fame. And when I ended up hearing that, let me pull up an Undertaker picture here. Because The Undertaker is one of the only individuals in WWF, WWE that never once asked to go to WCW. So I think with that being said, it's probably the most loyal individual, all right, for WWE possibly ever. Because, I mean, we're talking about an icon. We got Hogan, Andre the Giant. You got some of these guys. But, I mean, for iconic entrances, when you hear the bell ring, obviously besides maybe the Stone Cold glass breaking, there's not a lot of guys that give you the chills. And he might be the most iconic wrestler of all time. It's very debatable. I think he is. He is one of the greatest of all time. Definitely top 5. His career was unmatched. Let me get a picture up here real quick. And Vincent Kennedy McMahon is actually going to introduce him into the Hall of Fame. And he said, you know, I actually know this guy on this personal level. And you could see it that, you know, he said this is like one of the only times where I'm a little bit nervous. Vincent Kennedy McMahon doesn't fucking get nervous for anything. All right. But to hear him say that I think that he likes The Undertaker more than Shane McMahon, his son. I think he likes The Undertaker more than Stephanie McMahon. I think he likes The Undertaker more than Triple H. You could see the passion and the love that he has in his eyes when he kind of almost teared up talking about The Undertaker, because he's like the only guy that decided not to actually say, hey, Vince, everyone is going to WCW. I want to go too. He decided to say, nope, I'm not going to go. The interview was lit. I can play it here on YouTube. I don't think we're going to get any copyright strikes. It's an hour and a half. I could play some snippets at some point during the stream. So if you didn't get a chance to take a little listen, it's about an hour and a half. If you go to the Pat McAfee Show on YouTube at some point and take a listen, it's worth the listen. It's one of the greatest interviews I've heard. Vince obviously comes across as real, authentic. Obviously trying to be able to have a little comedy back and forth with Pat. There are some serious moments in the stream as well. But bottom line, I didn't think Vince was being disingenuous or fake or a dick. Like, I mean, he ended up going there for obviously Pat McAfee. They have a good relationship and a good bond. I think Vince thinks Pat is a kind of a crazy ass lunatic, but he's real, right? So when like Shinsuke Nakamura, theme song comes on, and he gets on the stage and he's dancing up there, that's Pat. You know what I mean? And that's why I respect Pat McAfee a lot. Pat is real. I'm real. And if you're real and it shows and you're authentic, real recognizes real. That's what gets you ratings. That's what gets you fans. And I think that interview was incredible. I'm probably going to listen to it tomorrow again another time because it was so good. Because I think at one point, I missed some of it, going to, get snacks and whatnot because I didn't pause it. I probably should have, but it's fucking incredible. I recommend watching it. The Undertaker is going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame by Vincent Kennedy McMahon himself. Insane interview. Probably one of the best guests that Pat McAfee has ever fucking had on there. Odin's son, thank you. I can't wait for my Kenny Omega t-shirt to come. I definitely will wear it. As soon as I get it. I don't know if I'll cut the sleeves off of it because I like to have cutoff shirts. And I don't know if they don't really have a lot of options for Kenny Omega or Young Bucks as far as cutoff shirts. I don't want to ruin the shirt, but if I cut the sleeves off perfectly, I can wear it kind of as like a tank top kind of shirt. So I'll probably keep it as a shirt for a little bit because I don't want to destroy it. But at some point, those sleeves are coming off and I'll have it as like kind of a cutoff shirt because that's what I like to wear. Shorts, Nike, Jordans, and cut-off t-shirts or tank tops. I'm kind of like Pat McAfee, like in all reality. I don't like wearing, t-shirts or I don't like wearing jeans. I want to be comfortable. Shout out to Pat McAfee and shout out to Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Gang. All right. Undertaker is the GOAT. Yes, he is. prayers for Shep. And hopefully he's okay. Like I said, it sounded like he was okay. I don't know if he'll end up being in the chat tonight. I said get some rest. But if you feel up for it, hop in the room. I'll be hanging out for about 4 to 5 hours. And like I said, I respectfully, I asked him, do you want me to tell him in the chat, or do you want me to wait until you come in and you tell him? But I was definitely a little alarmed when he sent me the stuff, because I was trying to prep, shower, shave, get ready. And then I saw the car on its side, and I was like, oh, hell no. I hope he's not, really fucked up. And thank God he's just got a little bit of blood, a little bit of scratches, bruises, a headache, probably a little bit of a concussion. But I assume that he got released from the hospital just probably about an hour ago. I said, yo, I made it to another live all the way from Australia, my boy. I appreciate you very, very much. All right. Yeah, actually 2 years ago. And we were talking about shirts also. Remember the BWO? We were talking about BWO shirts. The Blue World Order, the Blue Meaning, right? You know what I mean? Big Stevie Cool. At some point, I'll end up getting that as well. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. JT in the building. DJ, my man with the big energy. Love it, brother, in the building. Air in the building. I'm okay being the sixth man. I like to lay low. You're my boy, man. I appreciate you. You're my boy. For life, brother. All right. Alex in the building. JT is in the building. I'm trying to get caught up. DJ, he says it's 2:35 here in Australia. And it's not even Thursday. It's Friday. All right. Let's go. All right. Let me scroll down here. I'm trying to get caught up. Said, dude, Vince is a really humble dude. Damn. I remember you told me earlier how mad you were when obviously Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, got released. A lot of us were pissed with a lot of these moves, but he's the boss. He makes the rules. He's going to make some tough decisions. Does he not like factions? Does he like certain types of guys? I mean, pretty much if Vince wants to make you a superstar like a Roman Reigns, you're going to be a superstar like him or Brock Lesnar. And he talked very highly of how intelligent Brock Lesnar is, how much he loves The Undertaker. Or if he wants to, not have you on TV or fire you, I mean, he's got the moves and the power to make those particular hard decisions. But I think when you watch the interview, if you're a Vince hater, you're going to come out of it kind of rooting for the WWE a little bit differently, even though we want their product to be better and their wrestling has been kind of trash the last couple of years. Overall, they have the names to have good matches, right? But usually the outcomes of the matches end up being bootios, all right? Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania, belt for belt. And then the outcome at WrestleMania, 5 minutes in, there's like a run-in or it's like a DQ. And then you're like, what? This could have been one of the best matches of all time. And then they fuck it up in the ending. So I'm hoping that we don't have a lot of fuck-ups at the end of the matches. But yeah, Vince definitely, it'll give you a different perspective, because Vince in that interview was being fucking real. He wasn't putting on a show. He wasn't being fake. And I can really respect that. The fans see it. And obviously our boy, Pat McAfee, another announcement besides, all right, Vince McMahon inducting The Undertaker into the Hall of Fame is a big thing. All right, but we're going to see Pat McAfee at WrestleMania in a match. So who is it going to be? Cody Rhodes? Austin Theory? I mean, there's a lot of speculation. It's not going to be Vince McMahon. This motherfucker is way, way too old. Way, way too old. But I'm very curious who they could have as that surprise person. Austin Theory has been kind of, the one that people are thinking. He's starting to get kind of a push. He had that little interview with Vince, obviously talking about the Pat McAfee show. So I think that Vince likes Austin Theory, but I don't know if they're going to go that route. Cody Rhodes would be incredible. I just don't really know if Cody's even with the company or not. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see. They haven't named the opponent just yet, but I'm very excited to see what is going to happen. Odin's son, McAfee versus Gronk. Yo, dude, if it's Gronk, that would be fucking crazy. I don't know how good of a match that would be. I would rather see him against Cody or Austin Theory, because I think McAfee could do a good job. A McAfee versus Bad Bunny. I mean, if you're going to have entertainer versus former football player, but I think Austin Theory would be good. But Cody Rhodes would blow the place off the roof, because, I mean, he's not with AEW anymore. All right. And then obviously AEW, they purchased Ring of Honor last night. So if you ended up seeing that last night, that was a big, big move by Tony Khan. So huge, man. Huge news in the last couple days. So wasn't able to finish the stream last night. Must have been a good run at the end. Yeah. And like I said, if you fall asleep or it gets late, trust me, I get it. All right. When I start a stream, it's like 6, 7 p.m. at your time in the Midwest, 9 or 10, and then when if it ends up being like midnight my time and you're still in the fucking room, it's 2 to 3 a.m. You know what I mean? You guys are a bunch of goats to hang out with me that late. Love you guys. Jameson Meza in the building. What to do? I promise you, I will get caught up as soon as possible. Sarah Small, $65 in donos already. Alex says, I want to donate. You got to get a job first, my boy. All right, you're 11. You don't need to worry about donating to me, my brother. All right, you need to make sure you go to school. All right, and you got to make sure you stay focused. All right, don't worry about donating to your boy just yet. Hopefully, I can inspire you. If you work hard, 10 years grinding it out, you can make your dreams come true just like me. Air in the building, $5. Who's the best wrestler in the history of wrestling? Who's better than Canyon? Nobody. I don't know. That is a good question. Lodi, a nice little troll job there. God, Lodi. When I think of Lodi, I mean, who else do you think of? You got Raven's flock, of Raven, and everyone that was in the flock. God, there's just so many memories that I have of WCW, ECW, just the good old days of wrestling. Oh, man, I love you, man. You are the fucking man. $70 in donos. Let's get to a hundo. Maybe we'll get to 2 hundo, 3 hundo, 5 hundo, 6 hundo, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who knows? We don't even know what we're going to get. YouTube GM in the building. Bang, 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 bang. All right. I got so far to catch up. Let's check. Let me check a quick second because you never know with the cash apps. Oh, yeah, of course we have more cash apps because we got some fucking goats in the room. All right. Oh, baby. All right. So it started off with Sarah Small, $5. Marcos Pineda, $5. Eagles John, $10. And then we got 3 more donos already. So let me put them in one by one, and then I'll go back and get caught up in the chat. Holly Hundo's in the building. Rob is in the building. We got a lot of people. So if you're just hopping in the room, prayers up for Shepard Williams. He ended up getting in a car accident. He sent me a message on Instagram. Car got totaled. Thank God it wasn't his brand new Mustang. It was a coworker. Car's totaled on the side. The car was literally on its side, totaled, just fucking wrecked. I guess somebody blew a red light, just went right through a red light, smashed the shit out of them. They went sideways. I don't think he was driving either. And I asked him, was the guy drunk or the girl drunk or high? Or were they just a fucking dumbass? And he thinks they're just a dumbass and they ran the red light. But thank God Shep is okay. I think that he just got released out of the hospital and he might end up in the chat if he gets bored. But like I said, he was in the hospital for a couple hours and they were doing tests. He's got probably a concussion, a headache, some bruises, some cuts, but nothing serious. And then I asked about the coworker because obviously you want to know if he's okay. Hopefully I was like, I hope he didn't die or break an arm or anything like that. And it sounds like he has the same kind of conditions. But if you saw the car, you would definitely think that someone broke some bones because the car was completely fucked. So thank God that Shep is okay and the coworker is okay as well. I got 3 more donos to put in here on the Cash App, and then I'll get back in here on the chat and I'll get caught up. So $672 in donos last night. You guys are the goats. Goats, baby. All right, here we go. The first one, Air, baby. Bang, 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 bang. $5 on the Cash App. Appreciate you very much. All right, I got to go through them there, except for matching my $5. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Next up, what do we got? What do we got next up? We got my boy, Odin's son, $30 on the Cash App. And obviously, he ended up buying me a Kenny Omega t-shirt today. And I ended up getting him 3 abandoned t-shirts, as well as a Undertaker 2022 Hall of Fame t-shirt. Just for all the donos and the love. So we got Holly Hundo taken care of. We got Cyberpunk 53 taken care of. Sarah Small taken care of. We got Odin's son, Odin's child taken care of. And then next is Xavier Williams, a couple Kobe Bryant, a couple Magic Johnson t-shirts, and then we're going to end up going with a few other people like Shepard Williams. I'm going to get him a jacket or a jersey and some few other things. And we got some other goats in the room too. Maybe Jake Paul gave me crabs, maybe a David Robinson jersey if he keeps it up like this, man. Appreciate you guys very much. Let's go. $672. It's crazy. When I made a post on Facebook and Instagram, I had some people that I haven't talked to in like a while, like people I worked with like 20 years ago. And they're like, damn, oh, you're doing it, huh? I was like, yeah, I'm not doing, any other jobs right now. I'm grinding. 10 years of hard work is paying off. But I got a couple kind of meetups for some beers here in the next probably couple weeks with some old buddies wanting to kind of catch up and probably ask me what the hell is going on with you and YouTube. And hey, I'm just hustling and I'm grinding, brother. You know, if you put in the time and the effort and you got amazing fans like the Fanatic family, anything is possible. All right. Odin's son, $30 dono. Very generous on the Cash App. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. I'm so excited for that Kenny Omega t-shirt, brother. Like I said, I haven't got an AEW t-shirt or hoodie since their debut. The very first month, I have an AEW logo t-shirt and an AEW hoodie. I haven't bought one since. Not that I haven't wanted to. It's just I haven't had really the time to do that. And I'm going to get this amazing Kenny Omega t-shirt with his big-ass face on the front of it like my Ric Flair shirt. Very excited about that. And I'm excited for you to get your 3 Abandoned t-shirts as well as the Undertaker Hall of Fame shirt, which I might end up buying myself. It's fucking fire. Odin Son, bang! $30 on the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you very, very much. All right, next up, Eagles John with another tenor for Sports Talk Heaven. Let's go. Let's go. Eagles John, baby, with another tenor on the Cash App. Bang, bang, bang. And getting donos is great. Don't let anyone fool you, all right? Bang! But when you can give back to people, like when I gave the $10 for that kid at Starbucks, I got the Starbucks this morning. Everyone else was buying cereal, toilet paper. They go to my cart. It's full of Monsters and fucking beer. Modelo pineapple beers at like 7 in the morning. And then I got the coffee, went to my car, and then I almost left. I said, nope. Not today. Went back in as he was finishing up with a customer. I put some money in the tip jar, but that was earlier when I was at the face-to-face with him when I was ordering. And I said, you guys split this at the end? He's like, yeah. And then I went back in and I gave him a tenner. I said, go buy yourself some lunch. You know, like Carl's Jr. or whatever. And Carl's Jr. is like in walking distance of the Safeway because he works at a Starbucks inside. The kid's like 17 or 18. He's always nice to me. I don't know his name, but he definitely gave me a little dap, a handshake. He definitely was surprised. But it made me feel so good to do something that I know no one else would. And it probably made his day. And I imagine he's going to remember me now and he's like, what do you do? I was like, oh, I do YouTube. And his eyes got all big. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. So it makes it really special. You know what I mean? When I get all these incredible donations, when I can give back to you guys and give back to also people that maybe aren't expecting it. That made my heart feel good. It almost actually kind of made me tear up thinking if someone did that for me and I worked at Starbucks making dick, not making any fucking tips, having to fucking make drinks all the time. The kid's like 17 or 18 years old, probably struggling with bills and anything he's got going on unless he's living at home. I know if someone gave me fucking $10 for lunch, that I wasn't expecting, I would be thrilled. That would have made my whole fucking day. So that made me feel very, very good. And you got to make sure you pay it forward. Karma's real. All right. You do a good thing for someone, you're going to have good things happen to you. And that is big facts, baby. $672 in donos. 640 a couple days ago, 1,052.20. So we've gotten the 3 biggest donos on this channel within a 2-week period. And none of them have been NFL games that I've called. Just late night streams. Fucking amazing. The best fans on planet Earth, baby. All right, here we go. I'm getting caught up. Sarah Small, at this point, we're at 70, but we're at much higher now. Bruno San Martino, great name drop. No, baby. You get some fucking bonus points, Eagle John, for me. YouTube GM, like the video, everybody. Let's go. DJ, is I fucking neck that with you, bro. I'm getting another one now. Let's do it, baby. I mean, obviously, if I just drink beer, I'm not going to be able to acknowledge everyone. And I want to make sure that everyone gets acknowledged. I don't want to be able to skip anybody. Sometimes it takes a while to get caught up, but I promise you I will. DJ, hit that fucking like button, baby. Renee Cruz saw Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Hollywood Hogan. Wow, you did? Wow. No way. You did in the NWA? Oh, man. Renee in the building. 1979. Renee gets some fucking kudos from me. Remember those fucking candy bars? The kudos? Oh, you get kudos from me. Awesome. Renee Cruz in the building. Bang, bang. Niner gang in the building. I always love the female representation on the channel. Always makes me smile. We're growing on that side of the room as well. Appreciate you, Renee Cruz. I can't believe I would have shit myself seeing Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan back in the day, let alone in like some AWA wrestling or NWA. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jameis Ameza in the building. What it do? DJ, does anyone remember oh man, of course, man. Come on, DJ. We got people in here that are young. We got people that are like 11 to maybe like, 19 years old. But I think a good demographic a good chunk of the fans in here, are going to be from 20 to probably 50. So, with that demographic, I mean, of course, we're going to remember Mankind. I mean, we're talking about people here in America. All right, Mankind is legendary. All right, Mankind, Dude Love. All right, Cactus Jack. We all love Mankind over here. When you think of Undertaker, you think of Mankind. Fucking Socko, baby. Everyone loves the Socko. He said, dude was twisted with the song. Oh, baby. Fucking DJ bringing up Mankind, my brother, dude, all the way from Australia. I love you and appreciate you. We should get another drink on that, baby. Let's go. Rock and Sock connection. Exactly. That was a great combo. The Rock with Mankind. Kind of an unusual pairing, but when they were on TV together, it was must-see TV, baby. Holly Hundo in the building. Good evening, NWSF family. How are you? How are you? All right, I'm scrolling down. Mom is letting Alex. Hey, what's going on? What's going on with Doogie Howser, MD? What's going on with MPH? Has he got his homework done? Last time Alex said, he was doing homework. He's 11 or something, right? He had some kind of crazy ass math problem. 1,098 times 1,098, or maybe it was like 10,000 something times 10,000. Like, who does that at 11 years old? Like, what kind of math problem are you doing? What kind of school are you going to, my boy? That's crazy. Mathematician over there. He said, what up, Ryan? The NWSF haven't been around like I want to, but I guess it's my turn on the decline. I'll be all right, family. Well, I hope that you're okay. If you're going through anything, depression, anxiety, anything that you're going through, you need someone to talk to, you can definitely hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. You can send me a personal message. I'm always here to listen if anyone needs help or they need someone to listen to. Like I said, we are going through a lot of ups and downs from people in the room, losing people and families, friends, cats, dogs, a lot of this bullshit COVID. You know what I mean? So if you need some support, if you need someone to lean on, I'm always going to be here for you. Fly, Eagles, fly. Message from a golden eagle in the building. I had to do that earlier, too. Laundry, chores, playing around with Paisley. Paisley ended up getting her, not her flu shot, but her rabies shot. So that way that we can actually take her to get groomed on Monday. So that way she can get her nails trimmed and get a bath and smell terrific. And I'm super excited about that. I don't know how she's going to do inside that dog harness, but I met the two ladies that are at the Petco that actually do the grooming. One chick seemed like maybe she was like in her 20s or 30s, had really cool like blue-green hair. She seemed like she was like maybe in like punk kind of emo type stuff. Very nice. And then the other girl was kind of like a rocker kind of girl, but they seemed like they really love dogs and animals. And I got along with them just fine. So I can't wait. I might stick around, to be able to see Paisley and what's going on. Tommy want Wingy. Yes. Yes. Who doesn't want Tommy want Wingy? Tommy want Wingy in that face. How many chins does he have right there? Like 3, 4? I don't even care. He's one of my favorites of all time. Holly Hundo in the building. You already know. I know what you like. I know what you like. Tommy. Oh, baby. Appreciate you very, very much. All right, I'm getting closer, baby. Let's go. YouTube GM. Alex is in the building. NPH fucking, doing all the homework. Pretty sure Jake Paul is Beefy McWhat now. I don't know if Jake Paul is Beefy McWhat now. I don't think he is because the Jake Paul gave me crabs. He lives in Texas. And, he likes David Robinson. He's a Chiefs fan. Beefy McWhat now is a guy that lived in Oregon with me. And then he ended up moving to Florida, and he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan and a Blazer fan. So they're not the same person. Not the same person, my brother. The goats, they come, man. You never know when these goats come. You know what I mean? They're great. Message from a golden eagle. I still think Vince had something to do with Owen's death. Well, if you end up watching that Vince interview, you're definitely going to see another side of Vince McMahon. The safety precautions, obviously, with him and when he ended up falling down, from that crazy, horrific accident. I mean, obviously, they should have, handled the ropes and all that, kind of craziness back in the day a little bit better. But I love Owen Hart. Sad that he died. But I definitely recommend watching that Vince McMahon interview with Pat McAfee. Let me see here. Yeah, we might all end up having to get the Tommy Want Wingy for sure. All right, I'm going to scroll down here. Jameis Amazo. Okay, honestly, do not know how Pat McAfee is willing to get these. Well, he gets the interviews because he's fucking Pat McAfee. He's the most popular podcaster besides like Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Like he is the most real out there. You know what I mean? That's why people like, if you're real, real recognizes real. People will follow you if they like you and you're authentic and you're real. He's not fake. He was in the NFL, so he already has NFL ties, and he works for WWE. Vince is his boss, so of course Vince was going to come. So it's a cross promotion for WrestleMania, as well as getting his face out there. He hasn't done an interview face to face in 15 years. So it's kind of like helping each other out, and obviously announcing that Pat McAfee has a match, as well as Vince Kennedy McMahon announcing that he is going to end up introducing The Undertaker in the WWE Hall of Fame. Great interview, man. I'm telling you, you guys got to watch it if you want to see Vincent McMahon raw and real. It was one of the best interviews I've ever seen. It's an hour and a half long. The show normally is about 3 to 4 hours, 9 a.m. to noon. This show went from 9 a.m. to like 12:45. So he started the interview, I think, around 11:15, and then I ended around 12:45, 12:50. It was fucking incredible. Pimpin', 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 pimpin'. That's all I have to say. And as well as Tommy Want Wingy. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, I'm starting to get caught up. YouTube GM, I recommend it. I recommend it. Let's see here. Holly Hundo, yep, Shep got in the car accident. I hope he's okay. We'll see if he ends up hopping in the room a little bit later, but I told him, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about donating to me tonight. Don't worry about showing up in the stream. Take care of yourself. He already donated like $250, $300 last night, and we hit 672. So I felt like really bad when he sent me the news, but thank God he didn't die. Thank God he didn't break an arm. Thank God he didn't break a leg. Thank God that he's okay, and his passenger or the guy that was driving, the coworker, is okay as well. Rob Navarro in the building. How's it going, baby? Ramley in the building. What it do? All right, let's see here. Odin Sun is on top of it. You guys, we can go back on there. I mean, there's so many donos. I don't know if we need to start over. You can scroll up at the top, and then I can go over what I got in the Cash App. And then if you need to scroll up there, and then you can get the right answers there. But obviously, everything on the YouTube Super Chat will show up, obviously highlighted, and I'll highlight that. And then obviously, I'll go over everything I have in the Cash App. Sarah's like, man, these donos are coming in. I need to double check. Sometimes I got to do that too. I mean, once you ended up falling asleep last night, which I don't blame you one bit. Because think about it. If I'm online at 12, it's 2 or 3 a.m. So if you guys go to sleep, it's totally okay. And then I was trying to calculate while you were gone, but then the donos kept coming in, and I got confused. I was like, I got to go back and fucking ask some people. And then me and Elliot figured it out, and then we got the right number. But yeah, for a second there, I got confused without you in the room. Woo! Pineapple beer. Have one, have two, have 10. Alex, he says, Orion, what is your favorite animal other than a dog? Ooh, that is a good question. I mean, it's dog. I don't know. I'm fascinated with like sharks whenever I watch Shark Week on Discovery Channel. Obviously with like lions and the tigers and that type of stuff. Penguins. I mean, I like water stuff. And obviously like tunas. I watch Wicked Tuna. So I'm not really sure if necessarily I have another favorite animal. I like watching elephants. I like watching water life when they end up doing like BBC, and they end up showing like National Geographic, and they show those specials, like Planet Earth. And then they go underwater or in the jungle. I love that shit. Like, I love the commentator, and I love just listening to the voices and just kind of the commentary when they're going through, the ice, the Arctic areas, like the polar bears, to the jungles and with the snakes, and then they go underwater. But yeah, it's a dog. I mean, it's dog number 1, dog number 2, dog number 3. Or if you want me to really get really, really specific, with the answers, all right, it's Paisley number 1, Paisley number 2, Paisley number 3. Okay? I mean, how can I not love this? You know what I mean? This is my life right here. Paisley number 1, Paisley number 2, Paisley number 3. All right? The love is in the air. The love is in the air. The beers are flowing. Kenny Omega, let's go. Tommy Want Wingy, let's go, baby. What a great stream so far, man. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Love you guys. Is it Vince or tonight? Oh shit. Oh, $30 dono from Odin San, $10 dono from Eagles John, $115 in donos, just like that. Man. Yeah, and hearing Vince drop the F-bomb, like he doesn't, I mean, normally Vince is super professional, but he knows that he can let loose. I mean, he told a story where he ended up, going to his professor's house, went to the door in college to his actual physical house. The professor opened the door. He stuck his foot in. He says, "You're going to change my fucking grade." And then the guy's like, "I'm going to call the cops." He said, "Go ahead." And then he ended up getting the grade change and he graduated college. But Vince has always been kind of a loose cannon. He says he likes confrontation. Talked about AEW and every other federation that's out there. Didn't really badmouth them. He knows it's competition. Very real. Obviously, it was in talking about Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, how much respect he has, for those guys. But obviously, if you know Pat McAfee and the crew, they're a crazy bunch. They're always getting wild and crazy. And you could tell at some points in the interview, Vince is a little uncomfortable. He's trying to laugh and kind of, even though he's a little uncomfortable, but he played along and actually cracked some jokes and kind of went along with some of the, comments of Pat and the boys. But overall, fantastic interview. I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to watch that again. Said, "Alex, who's your dad again?" Yeah, who's mom and who's dad? Kudos. You remember those? Dude, my mom would always buy the Kudos. They had like a cookies and cream one, and they had all the different flavors. I can literally taste it right now. And I haven't had a Kudos bar, I don't know, 20 years, 30? I don't even know how long ago. All I know is I used to get them in my fucking lunch, and I always would try to sneak an extra one. I would get one in my lunch with like a PB&J and like some kind of Capri Sun or like a Squeeze-It. Remember those? Squeeze-Its? Okay. And then I always try to sneak another one, but I think my mom, she always would catch me. She's like, "What are you doing, Ariel-chan? Don't be sneaking the extra Kudo." I was like, "Aha, yeah. All right. That's how it goes. Kudos. Love it." Tipping is my habit. No greater fear in life than being thought as a cheap man. Yes. Yes. The great Allen is in the building. Rob Manfred versus Roger Goodell. Air. I'm Orion's Japanese plug. Yes. Absolutely. EMC. So damn well Pat didn't work the WWE. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, if he wasn't working with WWE, no one is getting that Vince interview. Vince hasn't done an interview for anybody in 15 years, face to face. So absolutely 100% true. EMC 84. That's more of a reason to watch it because Vince could have been fake. He could have been bashing, AEW, Ring of Honor, NJPW, Impact. He could have just been a dick, and they still would have loved it. You know what I mean? And it was funny, too, because Pat McAfee's like, you're a GOAT. You're a legend. Thank you. Thank you. And Vince was getting kind of pissed. He's like, "Don't call me Mr. McMahon. Call me Vince." And he doesn't like hearing the thank yous and the praise. So even though he knows he's a legend, he doesn't want to hear that ass kissing and that butt kissing. But if you are, Pat McAfee, I get it. You don't want to disrespect the boss. I mean, he is, writing your paychecks. He is giving you a chance to not only promote your show, but to be on one of the biggest shows out there with like SmackDown or to be out there on the WWE circles. So pretty huge. Doing the chores. No problem. No problem. So I grew up watching the WWF during the Attitude Era, but I always thought Undertaker was better as the Dead Man Inc. during the Ruthless Aggression Era. So we're talking about the motorcycle Undertaker. Everyone's got their favorites of the different Undertakers, Undertaker and Kane, obviously the destruction, the duo of destruction. And then you have the Undertaker with the bike. And I don't know. For me, I even saw Undertaker. I've been watching wrestling since 85. So I saw Undertaker when he first debuted wearing the purple with Paul Bearer. And that was epic. I would think I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I could already tell that the Undertaker was going to be fucking legendary. And like I said, everyone's got their favorites. It depends on when you grew up, how old you were. But I got to see the birth of Hulk Hogan, the birth of the NWO, the birth of DX, the birth of a lot of these guys, the Undertaker. And when you see them at the beginning, you have a different type of appreciation as they go along in their career. And that's facts. Someone's going to Chicago, Chirac. Someone's going to Chirac. It's Holly Hundo, baby. There we go. Said Bruno San Martino or Ren with the flying. Oh, yes. Yes. I can't wait for you to go on your trip. Nate the Great in the building. What to do? So many goats in the room. Now you're starting to see a little bit higher number, and you're probably going to get some people from my Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, word of mouth, be like, did you hear that Orion has got less than 20 people in the room, and the guy's making like $500 to $1,000 on every night? But then also, do you know that I'm streaming for 4 or 5 hours, grinding it out every single day with the best people on YouTube? That's you guys. That's facts. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Nate the Great in the building. Jameis Ameza wants to get in on the dono train. Bang, $5. Appreciate you. Titans in the building. I saw a interview with your GM, and they asked him, what do you think about winning? And he's like, the trust is everything. And you saw him tear up, and he was silent for like 20 seconds. He's like, winning is everything. And that's what you want out of a GM, from Tannehill, obviously from, AJ Brown, obviously Derrick Henry, King Henry, the defense. Hopefully they sign Harold Landry back, with all the pieces that you got. Winning is everything. And the guy that showed that emotion, that gained a lot of respect for me. I think the Titans do have a shot to be able to get to an AFC championship game sooner than later, but they got to address the O-line. They got to get better defense. I like the coaching staff. I like King Henry. I like AJ Brown. I like Tannehill, even though he didn't play good in the playoffs. But you got to think, from the previous year when he was amazing, everyone was healthy. This year, King Henry got hurt, AJ Brown got hurt, Julio got hurt, and the biggest X factor, you don't have Jonnu Smith anymore, and that guy bailed you out game in and game out on third down. He went to the Patriots, and obviously, I think if you would have kept Jonnu Smith and didn't get Julio Jones, that would have been more beneficial for you guys, because Jonnu Smith is a guy that could get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touchdowns in a season with the rapport that he had with Ryan Tannehill. He didn't really do a whole lot in New England, but I thought Jonnu Smith kind of broke out as a top 10 tight end. I had him in fantasy that year. I know the talent, but I think they really missed that guy. Ferkser, not the same player, and anyone else that you plugged in, I think you saw a big downgrade, but it shows you a guy like Jonnu Smith is a lot more valuable than even a guy named Julio Jones. Pretty crazy to think. But having that comfort, guy, the Tom Brady, the Gronk. Think about that. If I didn't have Gronk, there's no Super Bowl for Tampa Bay. If Tom Brady doesn't have Gronk in New England, they don't have as many Super Bowls. There's a lot of big plays on first down and third down where they need to do play action, or they need to get the ball to that comfort guy, that check down guy. And sometimes it's not Julian Edelman. Sometimes that's not Godwin or Mike Evans. Sometimes it ends up being Gronk. Same thing goes for Jonnu Smith. And I'm not saying Jonnu Smith is as good as Gronk, but he definitely is very influential in the game plan, and you can see the offense ran a lot smoother with a great tight end, so they maybe need to look at one in the draft. I hope that you guys get one. Big facts. I'm finally getting closer. Oh, kudos. Oh, I can't believe you did this to me. Oh, kudos. 30 bars. See, I never had these ones. The ones that I had were all chocolate. They were all chocolate. I never had these ones. This must be the newer one on the Discord. See, this one, Holly Hundo posted a picture with real milk chocolate, 30 bars. Never had this one. And these ones are like, they got like the chocolate stripes on them. There's M&Ms, Snickers, and Dove. The ones that I had were full chocolate bars, like a Snicker, but then the inside they had like cookies and cream and different flavors. So maybe you have to find a picture of one of those. But wow, those look really tasty, though. Those look tasty. Marcos Pineda's drinking with your boy. All right, let's have a beer, baby. Cheers. Modelo, Corona, a match made in heaven. Cheers up for Shepard Williams. Hopefully everything's going okay. I can't imagine him obviously having the car accident happen to him. Oh wow. Zoo books. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now you're going to be doing like a Sports Illustrated for kids. And then they like the Tiger Woods card and all that other stuff. Oh my gosh. It's like the book fair, Scholastic Book Fair all over again. Wow. Crazy. Penguins. Yes. Everyone's got, a little animal that they like or they follow. A girlfriend, she likes elephants. Everyone's got, something that they like other than a cat or a dog. But obviously when you watch penguins on like National Geographic, it's very entertaining the way they interact, and they usually stick with each other for like life. It's like they all look the same. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, they could like be away from each other for like a long time, and they can still find each other out of a group of like 10,000 penguins, and they can still find the one that is their partner from like years back. It's just wild to me. If you ever watch any documentaries or anything on National Geographic about penguins, that's facts. Zoo books. Look at you. Look at you. Jake Paul gave me crabs. I bought one of those pineapple beers on my way back to work today. I'll have it after work. Trust me, it's delicious. They kind of are expensive. They cost usually about $3 to $5. The pineapple one is the best. They also have a mango version and a lime version. I wouldn't buy the lime one, but the mango one is good and the pineapple one is good. Those are the ones that I buy. They're delicious, man. They are delicious. Renee Cruz loves AJ Lee. I love AJ Lee as well. CM Punk, bloody dog. Bloody dog. And then I posted that picture obviously yesterday, and I'm going through my Twitter timeline right now. Did you guys see the Jameis Winston? Oh my God. PFT Commander posted, pray for the rest of the NFL. Jameis is so far ahead of his schedule in his recovery. He's doing exercises no one has ever attempted. It's just the most crazy shit. Whenever you see Jameis Winston doing like these weird exercises and drills, it's just hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. All right, here let's go. Got blood. Remember that from last night? Fucking CM Punk. See if I can find it here. All right, where's my CM Punk? That was crazy. I can't wait for the pay-per-view. Revolution is going to be incredible. FM5. FM5. Shouldn't have deleted the file, but you know, it is what it is. All right, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look, baby. All right, found it. There we go. This is from last night with MJF. Obviously, MJF, you know, giving him the hug. Obviously, there was a famous picture of MJF as a kid meeting CM Punk. He opened up, you know, saying how, you know, obviously he was bullied and whatnot, and then ended up kicking him in the nuts. And then you end up seeing this. Got blood. You know, we know the Got Milk campaign, but my gosh, this fucking MJF CM Punk is going to be lit. All right, there's going to be so many good matches. Bryan Danielson, I can't wait, versus Jon Moxley. There's going to be so many good matches on the fucking pay-per-view. I can't wait. And I might be able to bless a couple people with the money to get the pay-per-view if you can't afford it. Probably I'll see what Sarah's at. I'll see what Lenny D is at money-wise. But there may be a couple people that I can try to help out because I want to make sure I help out people that love AEW as much as me and Sarah, as well as a few others. Oh, God. Kudos. Oh, you guys are crazy. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Yes, those ones. You got it right there. The blue one, the green one, and the red one. I think my mom got the blue and the green one. Oh. Oh, my God. I haven't seen those in such a long time. My Lord. Those are the original kudos, dude, back when I was a kid. My gosh. Oh, you're just bringing me back. Nostalgia is fucking through the fucking roof. Nostalgia times 1,000,000, man. Renee's going back in time. Ooh, Texas Tornado. Mr. Wonderful. Oh, yes. Yes. Brutus, the Barber Beefcake. Yes. Oh, you guys are, you can already tell someone's age unless they just love wrestling when they go back in time like this with me. Oh, you guys are awesome. Yep. Ultimate Warrior. Yep. Road Warriors. That's my favorite tag team of all time. I think I ended up deleting some of the pictures because we had so many files, but then I was bringing up a lot of those old school guys that I absolutely love. Alex really is Doogie Howser. He says is a navicular foot injury. That's doctor talk. Degeneration X. Yes, baby. New world order. For life, brother. Oh, yeah. You know it, man. You know it. And if you're NWO, you are NWO for life, baby. You know it. You know it. New world order for life, brother. Oh, yeah. Man. What's better than that? Money. Everyone has a price. Look at that belt. Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man. I will bring you guys back. You want to go back in fucking time? I'll bring you back. You want to go back? I'll bring you back. Garbage Pail Kids. I'll bring you back any way you want to go back in time. I will bring you back in motherfucking time. Baby. Tommy One Wingy. Let's go. Lex Luger, the Nitro Girls. Yes. Let's go. I promise I'm going to get caught up. Alex in the building. Eagles John, Renee, Chief in the building. Oh, baby. Well, there was well, if you remember back in the day, they had Ahmed Johnson. So they had Ahmed Johnson, the big brother that was all ripped. So he ended up joining them on a couple trio matches that they had back in the day. Remember, like the Nasty Boys? I mean, there was a lot of like those tag teams, Demolition. But yeah, it was Ahmed Johnson. And then they had Animal and Hawk. They had ended up having some pretty cool matches back in the day. Sergeant Slaughter, one of the GOATs that not only was in WWF, but he was actually in the G.I. Joe cartoons back in the day and actually had figures as well. Chief with a $5 dono. Appreciate you very, very much. All right, let's take a quick look. I haven't checked in a little while. I imagine we got at least another one in there, or maybe a couple. Yes, we do. Looks like we got two more that are in there because we got the fucking goats in the room. We got Eagles John. For poker players, know, it's beefy. All right, here we go. $10. I'm going to get caught up here, I promise. All right, Eagles John, $10 dono on the Cash App. And then who else do we got in here? Chief with another $10 dono. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. I saw your Instagram, dude. You got some pretty funny pictures. I saw the picture of you with like the liquor bottle with the Monopoly money when you were a kid. Man, you were pimping at an early age. You knew that you were going to be making money at an early age, my boy. Chief. I see you, brother. I love the Eagles fans. I love the Chiefs fans. Appreciate you guys. Eagles John, my boy. Chief, $10. Appreciate you. Gang. All right, like I said, it takes me a while to get caught up, but I think that's why people can appreciate this channel. A lot of other channels will not do what I do. And sometimes I know you want me to be able to, go to the live comments, and sometimes it takes me a while, but I think more people will appreciate me taking the time to acknowledge everyone rather than not. Oh, Larry Zabisco, yes. Bobby the Brain, yes. The Horseman, yes. Appreciate you guys. All right, $125, baby, in the building. Nate the Great said, I bought a replica WWE Undisputed, the one they had from 2002, and the WWE World Heavyweight Champions from 2002 to 2013. Are we talking about a belt? You bought a belt finally? You bought a belt before me? Oh, the AEW belt is $800. I wish that the belt looked a little bit more like the WCW Ric Flair belt. I still haven't decided what belt that I'm going to buy. I might buy the John Cena spinner belt, the Rated R Superstar Edge spinner belt would be very unique because no one has it. So if I could find that one would be pretty cool. The WCW World Title with Ric Flair, the big gold. I like that one. Or the current WWE one with the big W in the front is pretty dope. But I don't really know when I'm going to go down that road just yet. Handsome Harley Race. There we go. Steiner Brothers. We have Big Papa Pump. We did that for Jake Paul Gave Me Crabs yesterday. Threw up some David Robinson. Did some Derek Thomas. Did some old school pictures. Christian Okoye. I love it, man. Fucking absolutely love it. Air. Gokuman. Yes. You need to educate me. I need more information on a lot of that stuff. And again, if you guys want to end up joining the Discord, we have Northwest Wrestling Fanatics for all the wrestling fans in there, as well as the main one, the NWSF family. So we have both of those as well. Obviously, I'm getting close. See, guys, I'm getting close. It only took me an hour and 13 minutes. Let's go. Eagles John, Sarah Small, 135. Chief God Chief. Appreciate you. I saw the pictures, brother. You know what I mean? It looks like you and your buddies have fun, man. It looks like you and your buddies have a lot of fun out there. Said that belt is sick. Money. Everyone has a price. And then he would put the $100 bill in the fucking person's mouth. Oh, look at that. Just laughing at the belt. It's all dollar bills, diamonds everywhere. Ted DiBiase and Virgil. That's not Virgil in the photo, but obviously we remember Virgil. back in the day. I heard Virgil's kind of a dick. I heard that like as he retired and got older, he was like charging people like insane amount of money for his autograph. He's like, yeah, you want my autograph? $80. Like, dude, no one wants your fucking autograph. But he would be like going to these shows and like charging like double than some of these other guys. And you're not even that big of a wrestler. So I think he's probably hurting for money. But I heard that from a lot of people that have either met him or that have been nearby, like at wrestling events, that he's kind of a dick. Virgil, come on, Virgil, be better. Chief. Marcos Pineda. I think everyone misses football, dude. All right, I finally got caught up. I'm finally caught up, baby. As a kid, we cut wrestling belts out of cardboard. Beer ball, yes. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, they had the wrestling buddies when I was a kid, the smaller belts and whatnot, but I really do want to get one of the belts, like one of the, replica ones. But $500 to $800, man, a lot of money. A lot of fucking money. Let's look at the score now of the game. We got the Clippers 76, the Lakers 65. Oh, pineapple beer. And I got to go to the bank because I know my girlfriend kind of spaced it. I have to get money for her daughter for track. And I don't have any cash here, so I'm going to have to go to the bank probably in a couple hours. It might end up being late. It depends on how long I stream and who's in the building and where the conversations are at. I mean, if I have to go at midnight, it's not like if I have like a beer 3 hours later, I'll be fine. So, but yeah, man, great stream last night. $672 in donos. Obviously, the combine was on earlier today, and obviously they did the quarterbacks, they did the tight ends, and the wide receivers. There were some guys that were unofficially breaking some records of some speed. I got to see some of the wide receivers. Tight ends didn't look that good. A lot of drops out there. Some of the quarterbacks didn't perform. I wasn't really too impressed with a lot of the quarterbacks or the tight ends. The wide receiver class is fucking extremely deep as well. I'm going to go on my Twitter timeline, and I can see if there's any highlights on there that we can kind of go over as well. So let me end up doing that. And you know what it is. Pimpin'. Tommy One Wingy. All right. Pat McAfee, Vincent McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Great interview today. I recommend watching it on the Pat McAfee show. Obviously, he talks about Undertaker. He's going to introduce him as the Hall of Fame. And obviously, you can see that Vince got kind of choked up. I think Vince likes the Undertaker more than Shane McMahon, his own son. Like, it feels that way because he was the only wrestler that never asked him to leave WC, to go to WCW or another federation. I think that he thinks in his mind that the Undertaker is the GOAT because he never brought up any of those questions to leave. So it's like, if you have the loyalty to Vince, he's going to put you up there even higher than his own very son, Shane McMahon, supposedly, that he fired. Blood everywhere. CM Punk, pay-per-view this weekend. I can't wait. And I actually reached out to Johnny about a thumbnail, but he never got back to me. Let me see if he did get back to me finally or not. Let's see here. Oh, Son of Odin is like, are you taking the day off? No, I'm not. I am not taking the day off. So I don't know if... But today is Thursday. But it looks like he checked my message that I sent him at like 6 a.m. And then I sent him another message at 2, and I had no response. So hopefully he can make, the thumbnail doesn't have to be made until Sunday. And I know he can make it in like 20, 30 minutes. But hopefully we'll send him another message. What's up, bro? So hopefully I can get a response back from him with that. All right, baby. Oh, man. Beers, long streams, amazing fans. You guys are fucking great. Yeah, I seen him post about his merch and stuff usually. But yeah, he didn't get back to me, which was kind of odd. Like I said, but he did. I see that he did read my message at 5 a.m. I just sent him a screenshot of the race and who I wanted on the thumbnail. But that was kind of weird. He always responds back to me, and he hasn't responded back. So I hope that he is okay. He hasn't been in the Grossi chats either. Weird. How was the Chief chat that you were in? I noticed that I liked one of the chats that you were in. It looks like you end up going to some of the It says Real MN Chiefs fan and Ryan Tracy NFL for Chief in the North live Q&A. The next Chiefs Tyreek Hill extension, and it looks like they have some kind of like channel where they do that. How was that? Was that good? Because I know you end up supporting a lot of those people. Jackson Mahomes, the media is destroying my life. He's moving to LA. I saw that. Pat McAfee is going to be going to WrestleMania and wrestling someone. Well, I got the Young Bucks, MJF, Vince McMahon, Colleen Wolfe trying to jump up and do the combine drills. Undertaker and Vince. Just trying to go through some of the headlines. Malik Willis helping out a homeless man, obviously before the combine. And I'm just trying to look in here to see. Andrew Jones' son, Drew Jones, was getting heckled. And he looks like he's going to be a stud. And then obviously the famous Jameis Winston clip. I don't know what these drills are that Jameis Winston does, but every time I see Jameis Winston do these weird fucked up drills, it just always makes me laugh. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's sitting on a ball for one of the drills, and then he's doing this on one of the other drills. I'm going to show you. Like, what is that? Like, if you end up watching the video, it's just weird. Like, he's always doing, like, these weird drills that aren't going to help you in football in any way. It's almost like comical. Like, I don't know if he's making up the drill or someone is telling him to do it, but every time I see him do a drill, he looks like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's helping his body and obviously, like, plyometrics and, you know, stretching and all that, but, like, no one else is doing these fucking drills on video than him. Always makes me fucking laugh, man. Oh, baby. I can't wait. Oh, Chris Farley. I can't wait for my fucking Kenny Omega shirt, man. Odin's son. Oh, baby. NWSF family in the building. Hopefully Shepard Williams is okay. I'm going to actually message him right now. Oh, here, Johnny just messaged me. Okay. So, okay, no worries. Thought something happened to you.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with the Galaxy Trade-In. Any year, any condition.
All right, I'm going to send him some money. One sec, guys. Got to send the master, Johnny Thumbnails. I got to send him some money to make me a thumbnail for NASCAR. Obviously, if you guys seen, I've been grinding it out, doing these fucking NASCAR streams that take 4 to 5 hours of my life. It's a lot of grind. It's a lot of effort. But you know what I mean? If you want to be able to, you know, maximize all the effort and all the possibilities of maybe new subs and new people in the room, you got to be able to find someone that can make beautiful work in thumbnails like this. Johnny does thumbnails for me, for Grossi, a few of the people in Clickbait Sports, as well as a few others. All right, I'm going to send you money now. Yeah, it was just weird. He just said he was busy. But like I said, it's weird for normally he gets back to me, but he must be working or he stayed up late or something. But let me go into the Cash App here real quick and send him some money. And obviously, as you can take a look at these thumbnails, I mean, they're fucking beautiful. And I told him I'll pay extra money, but I want cars and I want drivers on every fucking thumbnail. And so if I'm paying like $25 a thumbnail, I don't mind, you know what I mean? But I just want to make sure, you know, that we're getting the money's worth out of it. So. All right, so we were at Sarah Small, you're keeping track of the donos. So we're at 85 on the Cash App now, and I have to send him 25 for the thumbnail. So just keep track of everything there. So, all right, he just wrote me back. What did he say? Say, yeah, no, just one of those not terrible days, but not good days. I'll pull through, and thanks. Okay. All right, so as long as Sarah is up to date on there, because usually I'll cash out with the Cash App, but I usually like to keep track. But let me send him the money now. Where are you at? Oh, there he is. Johnny. So like so if I'm already paying 25 for a thumbnail, I mean, I got to make at least 25 on the NASCAR streams. And we've been making somewhere between like 175 to like 300, like range 175 to 250. So yeah, there we go. So we just went from 85 to 60 since I paid him for that. He'll get it done for me tonight, he said. What a goat. Whenever Johnny makes a thumbnail, and you see how John C. Reilly is looking up and Will Ferrell, that's how I look at Johnny when he makes the thumbnails for me. My dude. My dude. If he ain't first or last, and either you got Johnny or you don't. Appreciate him very, very much. All right, well, that was good to hear from him. I was getting a little bit worried there. Tommy. Holly's like, yes, this guy knows me. All right, let me scroll here. Eagles John, Dusty Rhodes. Let's find a Dusty Rhodes pick. You know what I mean? You guys bring up a name or a topic. I've caught up now. I have like 10,000 pictures that I need to catch up on with all the donations earlier. But you know how it goes. I got to be able to talk, go over the show, and then once I get settled in a little bit, then we can kind of be up to date. Ooh, I got a nice Dusty Rhodes one. All right, give me a sec here. You got to work quickly on the internets, on the interwebs. Time is money. Yeah. Look at that. The man of the hour. The man with the power. I am the hit maker. The record breaker. Style and grace. A pretty face. I'll make your back crack. Your liver quiver. Oh, man. Incredible. Incredible. There you go. With the belt, too. Look at that belt. Dusty. And he had that twang to his voice. You know what I mean? He had that special twang to his voice. I miss him. Dusty Rhodes. Legend. All right, I'm scrolling down here. Tien Jose in the building. What to do? Just trying to get caught up with everything, with everybody in the room. JT's in the building. Sarah's in the building. I had the toy ring with the WWF stickers. Yes. Let's see here. Yeah, the RGR football channel is the main Chiefs channel, only Chiefs channel I follow regularly. They're good, but more analytical than entertainment related. I'm friends with lots of awesome. Maybe it'll be something that maybe I'll hop in there one time when you're in there. Maybe shoot me a message when they do a stream. And if I'm not busy doing my own show or doing research, I know they stream kind of earlier than when I do my late streams. Maybe shoot me a message and maybe I'll hop in there. I'm always down to learn, stats and analytics. And, I usually do my own research, but I'm always up for, trying to see what other people got to offer, as far as that goes. So, yeah. You've been up since 4 a.m. Well, last night after I did my stream, I took, a nap earlier in the day. I didn't really sleep. I ended up, just, reading and doing research. And then I was watching South Park and, just kind of, all of a sudden it went from 1 a.m. to 2 to 3. And all of a sudden the sun was up. And then I took Paisley for a walk at 7 a.m. in the morning. After I took her for a walk, that was an amazing walk. It was beautiful this morning. This sun shining. It was awesome. Kind of not too cold either. And then after we went on the walk, then I went to the grocery store, filled up the cart with a bunch of beer, early in the morning with the monsters as well. So that way we could get everything situated. So Jackson did it to himself. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be one of those people that wants to, have the cloud and, you're Patrick Mahomes' brother and whatnot. But obviously, he does get ripped in the media a lot and by people, on social media. But there is some kind of dumb shit behavior that he does kind of bring it on himself from time to time. That's very true. Like when he was trying to kiss the girl, and it's like, we get it, you're Jackson Mahomes, but you can still be respectful to the females and to people that are out there, and not make yourself think that you're so much better than everyone else because Pat is your brother. So. Yeah, man. I bet. I seen you go to work this morning early because usually you have to take the Max or whatever. I see you walking, and you usually have music in the background on one of your snaps or on Facebook or one of your Snapchats. And I get it, man. Waking up early is not fun. But it's always nice to be able to hang out and have a beer. And I know you can't hop in the stream live all the time. You got kids. Sometimes you're at the bar. Sometimes you're at work. But whenever you are in the stream, it's very enjoyable. And like I said, you and me have known each other for a long, long time. And you're pretty much the only one that watches my shit as like one of my friends, like all the time, likes my videos, shares my videos on Facebook. I mean, there'll be people that like it, but I don't think anyone else really supports like you. And you've been supported since day one. You've been supporting me even before I even started the channel, when I told you what I was going to do to make a channel. And you even believed back then. So I really appreciate you very much. We're tight. You already know. I got the ESP. Remember when I told you about Russell Wilson and the Rose Bowl? It was the Oregon Ducks in Wisconsin. And I said, you know what? You are going to draft Russell Wilson. You're going to go to 1 or 2 Super Bowls, win one, lose one. Russell's your guy. And it happened. And from then, you were just like, it's like, this guy does have the ESP. And like I said, I love you. I appreciate you. We need to get together and have a beer sometime sooner than later. Seahawks, 12th man, Oregon State Beavers, Blazers in the building, my boy. Appreciate you. Terry motherfucking Funk needs more love. I think a lot of the GOAT people, we know that he's hardcore. If you go back to see the Japanese matches, the barbed wire matches, the exploding ring matches, ECW, to obviously the Japanese, federations as well. I mean, you can ask Air Whitey. He'll tell you. Me and obviously Odin's son back in the day, we would actually watch some old school Terry Funk when I did those Throwback Thursdays, where we would find a link on YouTube of our old wrestling match, and we would watch like 2 or 3 matches together. And we didn't have a whole lot of people do it, but we had a few of us, and we would just drop the link at the same time and watch one of those old classic matches. And I saw a couple of those old school Terry Funk. Yeah, he is a fucking OG, dude. Let me throw up a Terry Funk photo. Maybe I can find one with blood. I like Terry Funk's look too.
LeBron is going to check back in, and we will take a break ourselves as I'm 3 to go here in the third.
All right, give me a sec.
You can call shots. Prove it. NBA pick. It's free and easy to play. Let me break it down. You pick what you think will happen. Think the Warriors will stack more boards than the Sixers?
Your boy's quick with the photos, baby. Oh, baby. Terry. Always with the headband and with those taped up hands. Usually when I remember him, he had glass, like on the fucking on the tape, punching people and getting all bloody. Old school, man. Terry motherfucking Funk, baby. Pimpin'. Terry Funk. Dusty Rhodes. Let's go. Old school. I found a place right down the street from me that sells the Modelo pineapple. Nice. Dangerous. But they're not that bad. It's only like 3.5%. So it's not like a 5 or a 6 or a 10, where if you drink like 1, you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. It's like, if you just gradually sip on it, you can have a few, and then you won't feel like, oh, I can't drive or I can't go anywhere. It's kind of like a relaxed feel. And I usually try to buy a lot whenever I can. I usually try to have like 5 to 10 in the fridge at once, because I might have like 1. Like last night, I think I only had 1. You know what I mean? Girlfriend had some, but usually a few. I mean, I can obviously just throw them back one after another, but then I don't want to get up from the stream and pee like 6 times. And, and I'm not going to get too faded if I drink, all of those. But I mean, unless I just drink like 6 within like an hour, then maybe I'll be feeling something. But yeah. Oh, that's a good question. The manager, Smully, she's like, any others? Let's take a look. I imagine we got at least 1. Yeah, we do. Eagles John, bang, $20 for Dusty Rhodes, the greatest. Terry Funk, also very good. Appreciate you, dude. There we go. Appreciate you, brother. You ask and you shall receive, man. You guys want to go back in time? I will find the gifts. I will find the photos. I will find it, baby. And we can go back in time. This is the most interactive stream on YouTube, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you, dude. I'm going to have to get you something at some point. Like I said, I got Xavier Williams. I already did Holly Hundo. I already did Cyberpunk 53 with the starter jackets. We got Sarah, the sweats, T-shirt, socks for the Colts. All right, I just got Odin's son 4 T-shirts. all wrestling related. Abandoned AEW, 3 of them, and an Undertaker 2022 Hall of Fame shirt. Xavier Williams is going to get some Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson t-shirts. Then I got to go and give Shep maybe an Atlanta Braves jersey. And then I'm thinking after that, Eagles John, you and Jake Paul gave me crabs and then Beefy McWhat now. I mean, there's a lot of you other goats that I want to make sure I take care of, even if it's just something small. You know what I mean? I just want to at least show my gratitude and my thanks. But Eagles John, I'm going to have to probably get you something very, very spicy. Something maybe old school, something I can find you, some Eagles shit that you definitely deserve it. You've been a big contributor to the channel. $5 here, $10 here, $10 multiple times in the stream, $20 multiple times in the stream. That $100 that you did a few days back, even before the stream started, I remember, and I appreciate you, man. Eagles John, representing Delaware to the death. Appreciate you. And like I said, I love being able to get gifts. Because like I said, if I get you a gift, you're not going to get some bullshit gift. I'm going to get you something that I would wear. You know what I mean? I'm very picky. I want the best of the best. I want the best kind of jackets. I want the best kind of shirts, the best hats. I want something stylish. I'm not going to get you some booty shit that's like on clearance. You know what I mean? You're going to get the official, real deal Holyfield. I'm going to make sure I take care of you. So whether that be some old school Seth Joyner, I don't know if I can find an old school authentic jersey from back in the day, but you best believe if I can find one, I'll definitely try to look for something like that or some old school merch for you. That's facts. My boy, Eagles John. Thank you so much, brother. Bang, 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 bang. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yes. They're my favorite. And like I said, I love Modelo's and I love Coronas, but then I got to cut the limes. And then remember that time for the Georgia, Alabama, where I tried to cut the limes too quick and my hand was bleeding everywhere? Like, you got to be really careful with those, you know what I mean? And then with these, I don't got to cut any limes, and they are a little spendy, but they're tall boys, so it takes a little while, unless you're just chugging them. But I like them. They taste good. They're not like 8%, 3.5%, 4%, not bad. It doesn't taste like a seltzer, which is important to me too. Because I mean, I can do the seltzer thing or the cider thing. I don't mind drinking stuff like that once in a while, or drinking a beer, or drinking an IPA. I mean, I'll drink whatever, but these are just kind of easy to drink. They taste good, and it doesn't taste like a beer. It doesn't taste like a seltzer. It just tastes kind of like juice. And that's where it can get you in a little bit of trouble. But the mango and the pineapple are amazing. Marcos Pineda getting all the love from the ladies. My boy. They had 12 pineapple beers. I tried to limit myself and only bought 2. Well, depending on how they sell out. Remember when I couldn't find them for 3 weeks? I literally buy in the morning when I go to Safeway, when I go buy breakfast sandwiches or get a coffee or, Monsters for the rest of the week, for the girlfriend or for myself later. I buy everything they have. So they usually have a cold section in the front, and then it wraps around to the other beers. But I usually, if I see 6 pineapple beers, I buy them all. If I see, mangoes in there, depending on if the pineapple are there, I mean, I always try to buy, like 5 to 10, because I mean, I know I'm not going to drink them all in one night, but then if they sell out, then at least I have them in the fridge. So I usually try to swoop them up and buy them every time I see them, because I just don't know if they're going to re-up them or they got more in the back. But it seems like every day that I buy them, they're reloading them like almost every day now. So that's good. So at least I'm not, missing out, Yeah, Johnny is a good dude. Johnny's passionate about sports. I know he's a Packer fan, and I know he hates the fact that I'm a Buccaneer fan, obviously with the Bucs beating the Packers. But I really respect his work, and I think that he can make a living doing thumbnails. He's very talented, and like I said, I'm not only going to pay him for ones that are for the NASCAR. As we go into the NFL next year, I'm going to pay him for Monday Night Football, Thursday night, and Sunday night. So he's going to be on double duty because he'll be doing Grossi's and mine. So he'll be getting more money. And there might be others that he does it for as well. But I'm gonna have him do all of my NFL thumbnails as we go into next season and beyond. So that's going to cost me probably somewhere between 60 and 75 a week. But hey, it'll be worth it. I'm not going to get views like Grossi anytime soon unless, some kind of miracle happens and then YouTube decides to stop hating or we end up getting a big rush of people somehow, some way. But like I said, it'll still help drive people to my channel having a nice thumbnail. That's big facts. Andre, he died. They had a really awesome documentary, Holly. I mean, if you're wanting to watch documentaries and you're starting to get into wrestling because of me and Air, Andre the Giant had a great one. I'm trying to remember if it was like on Showtime, but it's an amazing story of his childhood, the birth defect, the drinking stories that he used to do, where he could sit down and drink like 150 beers. Like the beer cans, he could fit like 3 or 4 in his hand. It was crazy, but he could drink like a couple bottles of wine, like 5 or 10 bottles of wine, and like 100 beers, and like he would be like kind of buzzed. It's wild. I mean, the guy was like 500 pounds, but I mean, this guy could drink heavier than anyone. The only other person that I know that could drink heavy is like Stone Cold Steve Austin for being like a normal human size, but for being a giant, Andre, obviously he did pass away. And a lot of those guys that have the birth defects that are really big, they usually have leg problems, health issues, and then kidney issues, whatever it is, internal issues, and they end up dying. But the Andre the Giant documentary, you can ask Air Whitey. It is amazing. That would be one I would really recommend watching, because if you're going to watch a wrestling one, that one's really good. The Ric Flair 30 for 30 is very, very good as well, to see the wild side of Ric Flair. And then obviously goes in with like Charlotte Flair's daughter and all the stories that they've had. But 30 for 30s, they usually do basketball, baseball, football, hockey athletes, but they do wrestling guys once in a while. And that's another good one too. The Ric Flair 30 for 30, the one they do on ESPN and through ABC Sports and whatnot. And then the Andre the Giant, I believe, was on like Showtime. You probably can find it on YouTube, I would imagine. Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, he's been dead for a long, long time. So RGR did a collab with Tom Grassi. They probably would be open to collab. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I love to be able to do collabs. I mean, if they use StreamYard, they can hop on and, you know, hang out with your boys. So, yeah, so we were at, let's see, right now we're at 80 on there. And then with the thumbnail I paid, so we were at 105, but I paid 25 to Johnny to make the thumbnail. But we were at 105 before I paid him. So we're at 145. Awesome. Yes. See, Odin's son knows. Us hardcore wrestling fans, I mean, when we like something, and there's also this documentary series on Vice Channel, which is my favorite network. They got Wong's World. They got Action Bronson on there. They got some of the realest motherfuckers on there. They do weed stuff. They talk about just like real stuff. Vice Channel is amazing, but they have a show called Dark Side of the Ring documentary, and it's kind of the dark side of wrestling. And they do these 1-hour documentaries, and I think they're on season 2 or season 3, and they do a 1-hour special of like a wrestler or a faction. It's incredible. Some of the stuff is really cool. And it makes you smile. It reminds you of back in the day. But then there's a lot of like drugs, booze, pills, just like a lot of like the dark hidden shit that it's not really exposed until the guy's dead, or the woman is dead, or obviously it's long after they've retired and whatnot. And they usually have other wrestlers chiming in, but it's kind of like behind the scenes. You can ask Odin's son or any of the other goats in the room, Air Whitey. Sarah, I know, has watched some of that as well. And all my friends have watched it. But Vice Channel, Dark Side of the Ring, it's on currently. If you end up going on the internet, you can go on YouTube and you can watch some of those amazing documentaries, 1 hour each. And I think they have like 15 or 20 that they've made already. Very, very good. Very, very good. Hulk Hogan, baby. Hollywood Hogan. That's my favorite because he's a heel. I love the heels, dude. New world order for Life Brother. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Love me some Hollywood Hogan. I know a lot of people don't like him because obviously he's said some racist comments, and after he's left wrestling, he's kind of rubbed people the wrong way. But I mean, going from Hulkamania like you and me, Marcos, and then seeing him go heel and go to bad guy when he joined the NWO, there was nothing crazier in wrestling than that. You know, it would have been the same thing with John Cena, going word life with the jerseys and the chain, and then going, hustle and respect and loyalty and all that. And then if he would have went heel and went bad guy, like maybe in 2010, 2011, 2012, that would have been a real big impact for WWF and WWE. Mondays and Thursdays. Nice. So when they do their RGR, how many members are in there? Is it 2 guys? Is it 3 guys? How many people are in there? Yeah, I don't like it when he tries to do that. He tries to use Patrick's fame and popularity, you know. Yeah, get your own job besides TikTok, for real. Oh, yeah. Cash App, baby. Terry Funk, yes. Jake Paul gave me crap. His TikToks don't bother me. It was the fact that he was trying to ruin a business by leaving a bad review because they didn't treat him special because of who he was. Well, I know the other thing, he went into like a bar, right? And he wanted to be able to get him and his friends seated, and then they didn't have the room for him. Then he did things like that. And I know he's gotten like gifts from like clothing stuff or something. And obviously he wasn't really being respectful, you know. And then I seen him on that one clip where he's at a concert and he's like snorting coke or snorting pills in the open. He's like, bro, if you're gonna do the pills or the coke, do it like in the bathroom. You know, don't do it like in the open where people are gonna video record you and whatnot. You know, not a good look for the image. You know what I mean? Eagles John, my boy. Well, you know, when people drink or they get faded, everyone's got their own. I mean, some people are mean drunks. Some people are happy drunks. I mean, just those people that end up getting mean, those are the ones you don't want to be around, because I don't think they necessarily do it on purpose, but then there's just those people that are just like, they hit a certain point, and instead of it being like a fun time, it's like the light clicks on, and then they just turn into a whole nother person. I don't like necessarily hanging around people that are like that. So I never get that way. I never get to be that mean. You know, I just usually get sleepy and I pass out. You know what I mean? 145 and donuts. Let's try to get to 200, baby. Let's try to do it. Terry Funk. Roadhouse. JT. You got a Mitchell and Ness, OJ? Not Buffalo Bills or USC? And that's sad for OJ because, I mean, he was such a great football player at USC on the Buffalo Bills. But then obviously, like, you know, we all know the story with the Ford Bronco and the murders and whatnot. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. But I think that all of us are pretty much under the, you know, agreement that, you know, he definitely killed his wife and killed that other guy too, the Ronald Goldman and his wife. So. Yeah, see, I need to get on this, man. You guys are just watching all this shit without me. I need to get in there. Just like I have so much time invested in the live streams, and then I'm doing reading and research, and then obviously at that point, usually I'm going to bed, and then I got to take care of Paisley, and I got some other stuff, but I got to be able to, and I have the computer here in the studio, so I don't have another computer in like the living room or in the bedroom. So I guess I could watch them on my phone, but I don't know how to pull up the app on my phone, because I know some of you guys watch Discord on your phone, right? I haven't figured out like the password, because I think you set it up for me, Air Whitey. So I don't even know what the password is for the NWSF, because I think it asked me for like a fucking password, and I was like, I don't know what the fucking password is or whatever. So then I just try to watch it in the computer room. Roddy Piper. He's from Portland. He's from Oregon here. Rest in peace. Portland wrestling out here. Two guys. How old? Are they like around our age or younger, older? Locked on Chiefs. Okay. Yeah, I'm always interested to, and obviously I support, you know, my friends. So anytime I see, you know, someone that is posting something, like if I ever see you post, Holly, you know, I'm always liking it or retweeting it. Like, you know, I think that's one of those things, like when you see on Twitter, a lot of people don't support each other on there. It's like sometimes you'll see someone go viral on like a post and a tweet or whatever. But for me, if I see some of my friends post something, I'm always going to like it. I'm always going to like share it. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. Friends are supposed to, you know, help friends out and share stuff that friends post. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But I don't know. Sometimes people get kind of weird about that type of thing. JT, my boy. OJ Bills jersey, baby. Nice. $5 by my boy Jose. Appreciate you. Let me pull up an OJ picture. I know OJ was crazy. OJ the murderer instead of OJ the garbage man. But let me throw up an OJ Simpson picture. One sec here. Appreciate you, my brother. Jose getting on the dono train. Thank you so much, brother. Bang! JT, Jose, $5 dono on the Cash App. Let's see if we can find an OJ Simpson. I'll find one for USC, and I'll find one for the Bills for the jersey you have. Oh, of course, when I pull up OJ Simpson, it's just got like him in the Bronco, him in jail, him with the glove. All right, I guess I got to be more specific. OJ Simpson's USC. There we go. Max Res 9. All right, let's take a look. This is old school, like in the 70s, so you know it's like old. Look at that. Against UCLA. Look at the face mask. Wow, old school, man. Before he became a murderer. OJ, the murderer Simpson. OJ Simpson. Yeah, he was an amazing fucking running back, man. Amazing player. Just got that jealousy tag and just couldn't get away from that, man. Lost his mind. Lost his goddamn mind. All right, let me find another one of the Bills. The Bills throwback is kind of a cool jersey. It sucks that he got that like murderer label attached. So it looks like he wore 36 and 32 for the Bills. Which one do you have? Do you have the blue jersey or the white jersey? I assume you have the white one because I don't think the blue one is that common. I assume you have the white one, correct? Look at that. Look at the old school Buffalo Bill helmet, too. Back in the day, before he went cray-cray. OJ Simpson. OJ versus the UCLA Trojans, I believe. And then you got him there. Can't really tell who they're playing in that particular photo. Looks like maybe the Giants or something. Can't really tell, though. He has two different guys on each of the days that they co-host. Nice. Bull's active on Twitter. Awesome. Nice. Jose, dude, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Honestly, there's a lot of people that watch me that never donate. You know, that they never donate and they never will. You know what I mean? So honestly, you got a lot of heavy hitters that you see. Don't be like intimidated that you have to match up to the guys that throw up or girls that throw up 10, 20, 50, 100, 500. Like a $1 to $5 means a lot to me. Of course, with the big ones, that's amazing, you know, but you obviously have to be able to afford it. And like I said, a $5 donation, I don't see that as any less than like a 10 or a 20. Like everything adds up. Even a 99-cent dono adds up. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you. There's one thing to support me and to watch, to sub, to like the video, to smash the like button, to comment in the chat. And then the ultimate sign of support, love, and respect is to make a dono. But I do appreciate you. So don't ever for a second think that I don't appreciate $5. $5 is amazing, dude. I know you don't really donate a whole lot, and that makes it even more special for me because if I can get someone to donate for the first time, or if they don't donate that often, maybe they can't afford it or whatever the situation is, I really appreciate it. Truly, genuinely. Thank you so much, man. Salute to JT Jose. He said, it's not a lot of money, but I support you, your channel, and your grind, and it means a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jose, my boy. Appreciate you.
So no games. Choose Wisely. Choose Wendy's. Official breakfast.
Yes. I mean, like when you see those fucking shoulder pads, I think I still have the other one saved on here. And I still got let's see. So we got the Christian Okoye. God, I mean, look at the photos. It's just like I mean, these are big guys. You know what I mean? These are big guys, but I've never seen shoulder pads bigger than this. That's got to be the biggest. I mean, that's like Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. I mean, that's the biggest shoulder pad. I mean, they call them the bust for a reason. I mean, look at the guy next to him. I always say this, but look at number 50. He's a pretty big guy. And those are like, normal size, decent. The guy probably is, 6'4", whatever he is, and 250. Look at Jerome. That is wild. That might be like the biggest shoulder pads of all time. Like, just crazy. And then, like, it's not that, the shoulder pads are over exaggerated. The guy is huge. But you've seen guys with like neck rolls, and you guys see, different modifications to helmets and shoulder pads and jerseys and the pants. But that is just, I've never seen anything like that before. That's just always going to be like, ingrained into my fucking brain. Old school. Tim Brad. It's your favorite code, me, Lou Hope. Oh, baby. Big shoulder pads. Big shoulder pads. He just looks so cool in that Chiefs uniform, don't he? Like the fullback / halfback, but more of like a halfback, just built like a fullback, like a Mike Allstott. High fives for everyone. Tommy. That's for you, Holly. Cheers. You love that. Look at that form. Look at that hair. Tommy. Pimpin', baby. Still can't get over this, though, last night. One of the last photos that we did last night. That beanie, I have to find that. I don't know how I'm going to find it. I don't know who I'm going to have to talk to collector-wise. I don't know how many years ago that's from. 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I have to find this beanie. Even if it's used. I mean, as long as there's not too much sweat in it, like, I want this beanie. I mean, this would be an amazing find if I can find it. Incredible. One of the most stylish Chiefs beanies I have ever seen. Incredible. Pimpin'. Chiefs. Said, LOL, thanks. I'm a single dad with mortgage and kid at home. Oh, yeah. Dude, your kid is way more important than me, dude. Getting your mortgage paid, getting food on the table, you know what I mean? Just the fact that you're thinking of me and just to try to support, it means a lot. Because I mean, like I said, there's some people that donate a little. There's some people that donate a lot. There's some people that watch and that will never donate. There's some people that watch and never even comment, and I never know they're even in the room. I never really understood that. You know what I mean? If you're going to be able to be in a stream, you can enjoy the conversations that I have with people in the room. But I mean, you would think that you would at least let me know that you're here. I mean, especially if you're always here. But I mean, I don't see the names. All I see is the number of the people in the room. So yeah, but I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Jose. Yeah, I want to go to some games. I don't know if this MLB season's gonna end up happening anytime sooner than later, but I need to go to Seattle. I want to go to a Seahawks game. I need to be able to go to see my Ducks at least 3 or 4 times this season. I need to be able to see the Mariners play at least a couple times. But I just don't know what we're gonna get, man. And obviously, I would love to go to AEW. There we go. Look at Jake Paul gave me crabs. He sounds like I got you. Bang! $20. Appreciate you, dude. All right, Odin son. Appreciate you. Hey, thank you so much for that Kenny Omega. And I'll keep you posted on that, or you keep me posted on the tracking number. I can't wait to get my shirt, and I can't wait for you to get yours. Let me know when you end up getting it. You got 3 abandoned t-shirts from me, as well as that Undertaker shirt. You've earned it. I love you. I appreciate you. Good night. I will see you tomorrow or whenever I see you. Get some sleep, my brother. And look at Jake Paul give me crabs. Yeah, $20 says I got you, JT. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I gotta throw up something special for you now. Let me find a David Robinson, a couple of them. Let me find a couple of David Robinson cool ones that I didn't find yesterday. I found you 2 photos yesterday, right? We had one where he was dunking and then one where he was in the white uniform. Now I'm gonna try to find a couple other ones that we can enjoy. Maybe one with Tim Duncan. I think I want to find one of those. And I'm pretty good at finding stuff. So let me see here. That one is what? I2. Appreciate you, dude. Always stepping up, not only for yourself, but also stepping up for JT. And then obviously you're going to get rewarded. You know, anytime someone does something special for me, I am a man of my word. You know what I mean? Like if you take care of me heavy, you will get gifts in return. And I might be the only YouTuber that really does that. There you go. There we go, baby. Jake Paul. Let's go. Classic. You got Stern in there. David Robinson with the classic smile. Tim Duncan there as well. Let me try to find a couple other cool ones. Maybe like an action shot. See if I can find like a block, maybe a rejection or something. Let me see if I can find one here. I think I can find one. You know, I'm quick with it. I'm quick with it. Oh, wow. I found it. Are you ready? Yes. Your boy's good on the interwebs and the internets. Oh, baby. Look at that. It's Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell. And he's not choking PJ Carlissimo. It's not on the Warriors. It looks like that's maybe on the Knicks there. But that's Sprewell. And then look at Duncan and David Robinson. Rejected. How cool is that? Thank you so much with your donation for not only yourself, but for JT as well. That is epic, dude. All right, so I got that. But I showed you a dunking one yesterday. And then we got the one with him and Tim Duncan. Then you got the rejection one. Let's see if I can find you one more. Oh, yes. I found a USA one. You'll love this one. I'm good with these photos, boy. I am good. I am good, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is an epic one right here. Epic. I love going down memory lane, man. Are you ready? Look at this one. There's a trio of centers on here. Trio. Ready? Oh, my God. David Robinson, the Admiral, my favorite of all time. Hakeem Olajuwon, and a young Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel. God. I mean, you know what I mean? Like when I do these streams and we can do these interactive like pictures or GIFs or GIFs and it is like not only is it fun for me, it's fun for you guys because you guys can see kind of my personality on what I tried to bring up, but it gives me back a memory back when I'm, 10, 12, 13 years old, 15 years old, going back in time like 20 years, the champion USA jerseys, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, before he changed his name, added the H, right? Hakeem to Hakeem, and then Shaquille O'Neal. How cool is that, dude? Awesome. Shout out, man. Sweet. Jake Paul, bang! Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Ballers, dude. We got all the ballers in the room, dude. In Philly connection, the Eagles were prolific in losing the year OJ entered the draft, but inexplicably won 2 games that meant nothing at the end of the season. The last against the Vikings in December. So you got the knowledge, man. Eagles, when did you start watching football? Because obviously you have extensive football knowledge, not only of the Eagles, but just like the NFL in general. When is your earliest memory? Mine is from like 85 when I was 3. But when's your earliest memory of watching like Monday Night Football or just watching football in general? Is it you have the knowledge, my brother. You have my knowledge. You have my knowledge and you have the knowledge. What are we at? 170? Nice. Nice. Twin Towers. I mean, those are all the guys that I really like. I remember, obviously I have a David Robinson rookie card. I have a Shaq rookie card. I got an Akeem Olajuwon rookie card. And the Akeem Olajuwon rookie card I have is in the same set of the 86 Fleer. So when Fleer came out in 86, every rookie card that came out in 84, 85, and 86 were merged together. Because in 84 and 85, they had the Star brand cards. But Fleer was the first big name that did basketball cards. So they had like Tops, but they never had Fleer. Fleer was, they had like the Tops, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Dr. J was like a 3-piece card. And that's known as like the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird rookie from like 80, 81 in the Tops. But for the actual rookies, everyone that had a rookie card from 84, 85, 86 was like all merged into one. Maybe even 83, because you had the Clyde Drexler in there. You had the Jordan, the Karl Malone. Like you had so many, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, but you had all of these rookie cards in the 86 Fleer set. And that's why that set is the most coveted set in basketball cards ever, because you literally have rookies from 83, 84, 85, 86 merged in just 1 year. So you're not getting rookies just from 86. You're getting it from the previous years in there, which is crazy. Incredible, man. But a lot of those cards are off-centered, and it's really hard to find them in good condition. That's facts. Skinny Santa. Philly hates Santa. Wow. Man, back in the day. Sick photo. USA, USA, USA. Seriously. I mean, and then they had Sean Elliott. I mean, if you go back and look at the roster that they had, and then they had the strike year or whatever that they have, and then they had the 1 year that they were bad, and then they ended up getting Tim Duncan. Like, that shit wasn't even fair. Like, they already had a good team. Then they just had like that one off year, whether it was like the strike year or whatever it was, and then they ended up getting the first pick, which I don't know if they really deserved to have the first pick at that time. And then they had just, let me get Tim Duncan from Wake Forest. No problem. And then obviously you're winning championships after Robinson left, and crazy. And then obviously we remember the Ginobili and the Tony Parker, Tim Duncan era. But when Robinson and Duncan were together, that was like the best memories. You know what I mean? Like Robinson finally got, the ring with Timmy. Pretty sweet. Pretty fucking sweet. All right, time to drink some beer. All right, let me see the score. Is this game even competitive? Lakers losing again. What's new? That's rough. Mr. Williams, are you even watching Lakers anymore? Every time the Lakers are on, they never win. Like, I've watched them on TV in these late streams like 3 or 4 times, and every time they're blown out. At home, on the road, Pelicans, Clippers, it doesn't matter who they're playing. They're down by 25 to the Clippers. Damn. They miss Anthony Davis bad, the brow. It's just, that's going to be tough. But obviously going from the Kobe Bryant era, the Magic Johnson era, and I'm going to take care of you, man. I'm going to make sure I try to find some, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant stuff. I'm going to get you taken care of next, and I'll probably look for some stuff for you tonight or tomorrow, and then I will send you a message. And then once I get that done, then down the road in a couple weeks, we'll try to get together. And do something special for Elliot. We'll do maybe like we'll go in on halves, like on a jersey or a jacket for him, something that, that he'll appreciate since he's in college and he's poor. Obviously being a college kid, every college kid's fucking poor, right? And then I'll try to get Shep something. I'm going to actually message Shep right now, see if he's okay. I mean, I don't know if he's sleeping right now or recovering or in the hospital. Let me shoot him a message. He might be sleeping or in the hospital still. I think he was getting released, though. He was active 48 minutes ago, so. All right, we'll see. Hopefully he's okay, though. Yeah, seriously, let's go back. I'm always going to find the photos. I'm always going to find, some special stuff. And then especially if they're like HD. Look at Sprewell. No chance, brother. No chance in hell. I think David Robinson might be like one of the smoothest centers of all time. I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon had the dream shake, and he was great at free throws, and he was an all-around, like maybe arguably one of the best centers of all time. I love Olajuwon, but David Robinson, I liked him a lot more than Ewing. He's right up there with Olajuwon. I mean, they were fan-fucking-tastic. And the thing I like about David Robinson the most, he was a classy guy. The Admiral, went to Navy. Everyone respected him, played piano, never said a bad thing about anybody. Just was like, had the $1 million smile, just like, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to look up to like a hero, or if you're going to have a hero of someone, it's like me liking Ken Griffey Jr. A guy that was a GOAT, a guy that never did steroids. He got fat and then he retired and he walked away from the game. Not like Mark McGuire or Rafael Palmeiro, or Sammy Sosa or all these other guys that cheated. Robinson played the game that you would want to have it played. And that's why David Robinson will always be one of my favorites of all time. And honestly, if you end up wearing a David Robinson jersey, you're going to get a lot of fucking looks from people because he is a GOAT. And I remember getting his rookie card when I was 7, and I still have it to this day. And I always coveted it. He had 2 cards in the 1989 Hoops set. One where he's like doing a free throw, and then the other one where he's kind of standing. I'll show you here. I can probably find a picture here. But I'll tell you what, I'll bring it up here. But this is one of my favorite cards of all time. I mean, it peaked at one point to like $30 to $50, but normally it's worth like $10, $10 to $20 unless it's graded. Let me show you. I didn't even care. I was never going to sell the card ever. I just loved it so much. Still to this day, it's one of my favorite cards of all time. And I don't give a shit if it's only worth like $10 or whatever. Like, I still fucking love it. It's iconic for me. It was like, I was like first grade, you know what I mean? So many memories. Now I just have to fucking find the file. All right, where'd I go? 1522.
All right, guys, alongside Reggie Jackson, we're still celebrating.
Clippers, so they're all talking shit right now. It's like, bro, you beat the Lakers. Calm down. All right, here we go. Look at this. So let me take a look here. So I don't know why there's a big old crack or whatever, but you get the gist, of it. So you got the David Robinson. He's got the jersey. He's in the suit. And then obviously that's the back of the card. I don't know what the COM-C, that's not supposed to be there on the back of the card or whatever. Maybe that guy just wrote on the card itself or whatever. But I saw this example. But that's the card right there. And yeah, very classic. And then they had the other one, which was this one. I'll bring it up. $3. And this is the other one that wasn't worth as much. But that one right there. So then you got that one, all right, from the same set, obviously, where he's got like he was doing the epic, free throw. You know what I mean? But obviously this one is kind of cooler because he's like in the suit, young, got the San Antonio 50. I mean, this was the one that was worth more. But fuck, you know what I mean? Like it didn't have to be worth a lot of money. It just, the set is cool. Just the way that the card looks, the border, the name at the top, the way that they made these cards back then. I mean, it gives you that vintage look. This is my childhood right here. The 1989 Don Russ, the hoops, the upper deck. I mean, those are my best memories being in first grade and collecting these fucking cards, buying boxes and packs of these cards right here. And I still have it in my collection to this day in my bedroom. I still have it. A lot of memories there. Yeah. Yep, 1979, Doug Williams. They had also James Wilder at running back. Obviously, I wasn't born yet. I was born in '82, but I went back and watched, some of those games back then. But I believe James Wilder was the running back back then. Wow. You were 5? That's awesome. All right, so I messaged Shep. No response. Yeah, but he might be sleeping or just recovering or driving back or whatnot. So Charles Barkley. Yeah, seriously. I no offense, Mr. Williams, but I don't like watching the Lakers at night. I mean, I know we're on the West Coast, but it's like the lack of effort. And every time they lose by 20 or 30, like I wish they would have had the other matchup with the John Morant matchup that was on earlier. But obviously when they're on the West Coast, they're always going to be like the last game shown. But it's like, God, I mean, I just wish that Anthony Davis wasn't hurt, because it's just, I hate seeing a team lose. It's like I'm watching the Blazers, but just in the LA uniform. I mean, the Blazers are losing left and right, but it's like, I know Laker fans, it's got to be a tough time, man. Going from Magic to Worthy to Kareem to Shaq and Kobe, now to this, it's like, it's rough. It's rough right now. And you got LeBron still, one of the GOATs, and you still can't win. It's a team game. It's tough. Oh, looks like we got SmackDown coming up in a couple minutes. Or is that SmackDown from last week? It's got to be from last week, right? It's on FS1. So that must be from, because SmackDown's normally on Friday. So I believe that in Rampage. So that must be from last week. And we got baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox from last year. Ooh, I might watch that. And then we got the scouting combine. Let me click on NFL Network. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends. Robinson and Rodman. Yes. I have kind of a funny story. I snuck down courtside back when, Dennis Rodman was on the Spurs, and I sat in Bob Lanphier. He's one of these famous car dealer, guys at like Honda, Acura. He was like the guy, and it was like the middle seat in courtside. And my dad had 300 level seats at the top, and I told him I was going to sneak down and sit in the seat until they kicked me out. And I sat down there for about a quarter and a half before he showed up in the second quarter. And I had Dennis Rodman slide like into me, going for a loose ball, and to hear the squeaking and all that, being like, 12, 13, years old, and hearing that was fucking amazing. I didn't get down there that long, but I didn't have a whole lot of interactions, but I remember I snuck down and I got Rick Smith's autograph on the Pacers back when I was a little kid. I obviously have pretty good memories with, the Blazers and, meeting some of the players and whatnot, but the Dennis Rodman, never got the autograph, never got to talk to him. But just the fact that he was, doing that crazy, like diving into the crowd, for loose balls, like slamming onto his hip and his back and just doing anything that he could for effort. But when he slid into like my feet, like going for a loose ball, I mean, that was like really exciting. Dennis Rodman with the pink and the purple, like the clown hair, all the colors of the rainbow. And I was like 13 years old. It was like the coolest thing. And I got to sit there for, about a quarter and a half. I usually did that for like AAA games too. For the Portland Beavers. They were like the Minnesota Twins affiliate and a few other teams. And I remember when I was a kid, when I was 10 in 92, I snuck down into the front row seats right off the dugout. And I remember I would holler down at the players, and they would throw up like batting gloves to me, and security would come down, and I would sit next to like a couple, and they'd be like, "Is this your kid?" And they would say, "Yeah, it's my kid," even though I wasn't their mom and dad. And I would be able to get like cool merch, and I got a couple baseballs, a couple foul balls, sprained my ankle pretty bad, got gloves that I still have to this day. So it's kind of cool. I always have kind of taken some risks, to be able to get that memorabilia and that merch. But I mean, if you don't take the risks, you're not going to get that memory and that merch. And I've always been lucky getting foul balls, getting gloves, getting special kind of memorabilia pieces that no one ever would typically get. And I even got a Mariner baseball, obviously when the Dodgers played just a couple years ago with my dad, which was epic. That's facts. Jameson, man, it's tough to watch them, man. I don't like watching them. Let's see if I can go to Twitter here, and we can see some of the combine stuff, if I can find some combine stuff in here as well. Maybe I go to like Daniel Jeremiah, or I can find someone. Nice. Bull Nakano. Keiko. I saw your post on Twitter. Never end. Konami sniped me. Cool picture with the little guitar keyboard. I definitely will like that. See if I can find anything here. All right, I'm just going to go to the NFL Twitter and see what there is. Let's see here. Garrett Wilson, a 4.3840. I'm just going to go over some of the official times. Baylor wide receiver, Tyquan Thornton, 4.28. That might have been the record. It was I think it was 4.22 unofficial. I think it was 4.28. Ohio State wide receiver, Chris Olave, 4.39. That's fucking fast as shit. And I know Tampa Bay was looking at Olave. 4.21 unofficial. 4.21 unofficial for Thornton. Wow. That's crazy, but that was unofficial. And then the official time for Tyquan was 4.28. But he did run an unofficial 4.21, and that would have broke the record out of anyone, even John Ross. He had the record. So night 2 is tomorrow. We're running backs and offensive line. Yes. I'm definitely watching that. That starts at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm looking here. Just looking at some of the highlights. I'm on NFL on Twitter. Malik Willis on some of the deep balls there. EJ Perry. Malik Willis has got some form, man. He could be special. I don't know how good Malik Willis is going to be, but I definitely could see him, being kind of like a Justin Fields-ish kind of guy. I mean, he's from Liberty, so he's from a small school, and we know small school guys can make it. Ben Roethlisberger, Miami of Ohio, you can make it. Phillip Rivers, NC State. I mean, you can make it from a smaller school. But Liberty, I mean, I don't even know anyone really famous has come out of Liberty in the last couple years, or ever really. Carson Strong from Nevada, Kenny Pickett. They're talking about his hand size is too small. They said that same thing about Joe Burrow, and how'd that work out for him? You know what I mean? Desmond Ridder. Yeah, but the Tyquan Thompson, though, the 4.21, and John Ross commented on that. That would have been the all-time record, but it was unofficial. It's fucking fast as hell. 4.21. Creed Humphrey tweeted, too bad there wasn't a combine last year. Would have hit a 4.20. Oh, Creed, you're funny. Chris Johnson commented. Everyone was commenting on that, but obviously it was unofficial. So nothing really too crazy. George Pickens, a 4.4. I know that he compared himself to A.J. Brown, but obviously A.J. Brown is A.J. Brown. So, all right. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Nothing really too crazy. It was just that one guy, Tyquan, running the 4.21, but that was unofficial, and then official was 4.28. But still, Olave with a 4.26. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Those Ohio State guys are special. 4.26 unofficial. I'm going to try to scroll see if I see anything else. Obviously, my timeline is going to be AEW, Russia, Ukraine, all a bunch of just random-ish. There is a thing called Winning Time on HBO Max. Have you guys seen this? It's about the Lakers and Magic Johnson. Have you seen this? It looks kind of cool. Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty. Have you seen that, Jameson Meza? Mr. Williams? Looks kind of cool. Premiere Sunday. It's got an actor pretending to be Larry Bird, and it's got Magic Johnson and everything. It looks kind of cool. I might watch that. And it's funny that we were just talking about Magic Johnson and, the old school Lakers and whatnot. Now they're doing this whole Magic Johnson movie documentary series type of thing. Pretty cool, man. It's not going to really have Magic Johnson in real life in here, I doubt, but I don't know if he's going to show up in it, but it's called Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty on HBO Max. I was like, oh, cool. I saw a preview of it a couple days ago. Yeah, you got to take time and hang out with the friends for sure. Let me take a look. Nothing at this moment. Let me take a look at the Facebook app or Venmo and look at some other stuff on here as well. Oh, Venmo, Holly. Thank you. That's crazy. I just had, I don't know if you just did that because I just said that. $20 on the Venmo. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate you very much. I don't know if you just did that because I brought it up, but then at that very moment, Holly with the $20 dono on the Venmo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was creepy. I was like, oh, let me check the Venmo. Holly, boom, $20. Like she already had it pre-planned and just had to hit enter. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bang, 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 bang. So we're $10 away from two hundo. Thank you so much. Your guys' generosity is always just phenomenal. It just always puts a smile on my face. You know, I try to put a lot of effort. It's just it's one thing. It's like people think it's just like hanging out, and we do hang out, but there is a lot of effort that's involved with Peyton Manning's forehead. Him, growing, unbelievably, from 95 to 2015 and everything in between. But like I said, I enjoy it, man. And like I said, it brings me back, from the old school times to something current, or we can see something crazy with, shoulder pads that I've never seen before, or we can have something like Odin's son where Martin Brodeur, we can have some hockey on there, a little bit of Paisley. When Elliot's in the room, we can talk about Shameless and how many seasons that he's watched. It goes full circle. Like nothing really is off the table, and it just feels good to be able to go back in time. Because like I said, some of my best memories are from 5 to 13 years old, 5 to 12 years old, and just the old school uniforms, the players, the baseball cards, the football cards, just all the memories that I have from back in the day. It's just great. It's just fucking great, man. Garbage Pail Kids. I'm saving this one on the computer forever. Adam Boom with the fart. Oh man, these are just so crazy. Oh man, Alien Allen, Handy Randy, Jan Hand, Milton. Oh, this is good. This is so good. Tommy One, Wingy, man. And it's cool when I can do something special for the Chiefs Kingdom. Obviously, we know the Chiefs Kingdom and the Eagles fans represent the most on this channel, like hands down. Like those two fan bases take care of me the most. And obviously, anytime I can show love, I mean, sometimes I got to cancel some pictures out and make room for new ones and whatnot. But obviously today, Pat McAfee show. Vince McMahon, he's obviously induct the Undertaker himself. Pat McAfee has a match at WrestleMania, which will be exciting. And so it's nice to be able to go down memory lane, whatever you guys want to talk about. You want to have a memory, and then I can bring up a picture. And it is nice to be able to have it go hand in hand and brings back those memories. And then it brings me back into like a time portal, like a warp, where I can just go in a black hole and close my eyes. And then for just a second, I'm 7 years old again. And I'm looking at that David Robinson card just in awe. I'm thinking how cool that David Robinson card is, and I'm never going to sell it. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? It's just about the memories, the people that you like. Obviously we know Holly loves Tommy. Loves Tommy, but it's just fucking phenomenal, man. Great times. Great fucking times, man. Chiefs Kingdom in the building. Pretty soon, all my pictures are going to be like Chiefs pictures. It's okay, though. I mean, I got a lot of good ones. I got a lot of good ones. That's facts. Chiefs. Let's go. Yeah, but I do have to stop by the bank. Obviously, try to pull some money out before it gets too late. So I'll probably stay in the stream instead of doing like a 5-hour stream tonight. Probably we'll stream for maybe like another half hour. So we'll do like a 3-hour stream. We'll stream for another like 32 minutes. So hopefully we can get a little bit over the 2. That way I can go to the bank before it gets too late. I can pull out some money for my girlfriend so she can give it to her daughter for track, because there's like some track fee. She's going to try to run track for the first time. So that way I can, I can watch maybe some of the stuff that Air Whitey and Holly Hundo have sent over with some of the wrestling stuff on the Northwest Wrestling Fanatics, and I can kind of catch up. I mean, I don't mind, doing 4 to 5 hour streams. But like I said, sometimes it's nice. I mean, it's not like, if I do 3 hours or 4 or 5, you guys know I'm obviously grinding, all the time. You know what I mean? I'm never going to do really a 1 hour stream. It's always going to be a 2 hour minimum, but typically 3 to 5 hours. But since I do need to go to the bank, I mean, obviously I don't want to be on the roads when it gets too late. Usually the key time is like 1, 2 a.m. Obviously the cops are, rolling around and whatnot. But maybe I'll try to go grab some food or maybe grab a couple more beers before it gets kind of like too late. Maybe I'll be able to hang out with my girlfriend. I still got a lot of shows to watch too, which I would enjoy kind of catching up on a little bit. I got Swamp People. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Grey's Anatomy is recording right now. Great. Law and Order, SVU, fantastic. Station 19, incredible. I got Simpsons, King of the Hill, DC Legends of Tomorrow, Goldbergs, Cleaning Lady, Snowpiercer, 911, Law and Order, Organized Crime. And I just watched the Gordon Ramsay finale of the cooking show. Incredible. You have to watch it if you love cooking shows, but I got a chance to watch that a little earlier. So as you can tell, I got like probably 15 hours of shows that I need to be able to kind of catch up on. So we'll probably go here for another like 30 minutes. So probably around 10, 20 ish my time. So that way we have a good number, a good even 3 hours. So pretty much from now until then, there's nothing that's off the table. Any questions that you guys want to have, anybody that you want me to throw up, any kind of old school pictures that I can find to have you guys reminisce of the past. It could be a wrestler. It could be, anybody that you guys want. You want somebody on WCW. You want maybe somebody your favorite football player, an obscure wrestler or player. I mean, whatever you guys want. What we do is we hang out. We'll talk life. We'll talk depression, anxiety, movies, TV, sports, WWE, whatever it is. A lot of times it's just hanging out and we just kind of shoot the shit. And, I'm usually watching wrestling or football and whatnot. But I think that, I do got a lot of stuff that I want to be able to catch up on. I want to be able to hang out with Paisley a little bit. Tomorrow, my girlfriend's daughter will be gone. And so I will be able to stream really late tomorrow if I choose to. So tomorrow's stream more than likely will be like 4 to 6 hours tomorrow. It'll probably be a long one because if I end up streaming sometime between 6 and 7, it might be from, 11, 12, 1 in the morning. Because obviously I don't have to worry about being loud or anything like that. And obviously I'm going to have limitations if she's got to go to school and do that. I don't want to be up too late. So we got 30 more minutes. So let's hang out and make the most of the last 30 minutes and hang out. Shout out to Holly Hundo with the $20. She said, just because. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me give you a heart. Just because. Thank you. And a comment. Thank you.
The NFL game. Here he is against the Denver Broncos, finding Diggs at just a laser shot.
Sent you a message. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you, Holly. So do you go on your trip? Tomorrow? You leave tomorrow to Chirac, to Chicago? That's got to be exciting. So what about your bank? Did you ever get your bank shit going? Not necessarily for me here, but just like in general. So if you can like spend money on yourself or if you want to go buy something out there or go eat pizza or deep dish or whatever, did you get your bank stuff taken care of or is it still fucked up? Omaha. All right, now I got to do Peyton Manning, even though I already have the Peyton Manning forehead picture. But let's do him justice, right? Not all the pictures, he's got a big forehead, right? Well, let's find out. Peyton Manning. What do I got here? Oh, I got some cool ones. I'll do a little bit of Colts and I'll do a little bit of Broncos. This is one of my favorites of all time too. Like I said, I'm a Joe Montana, Peyton Manning guy through and through, even more than Brady.
Here's Dotson, I believe. Jahan Dotson. Are you a Penn State guy too, Gene? I love Penn State. I pretty much figured that for you. Yeah.
166-166. Where are you?
So, I'm imagining, again, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I know you talk about this a lot on the Giovanni Show podcast. Everybody should go and subscribe to this man's podcast. That you're looking at these wideouts.
Okay, I found it.
They should be drafted by the Eagles. Yeah. You think that? Yeah. Okay, why?
All right, here we go. Bang. Omaha. That's a nice one. His autograph is beautiful too. Look at that. You can actually read his name. Peyton Manning. That's what it's supposed to be like when you buy an autograph. Like, you know what I mean? If you have an autograph of a guy, that's what it's supposed to look like. Just like my King Griffey Jr. autograph. I want to be able to read your name. You could throw up the, hashtag 18, or whatever out there as well. But that's epic. Love that. Love that. That's a great one. And let's see if I can find a Broncos one that I enjoy as well.
Wide receivers and linebackers, please, Howie, for the love of God.
Oh, that's so funny. Giovanni, that one kid that's like Eagles podcaster, little kid. If you've seen him on there, he represents Carson Wentz and the Eagles, and they're interviewing him right now on NFL Network. He's hilarious. All right, here I got another one. 561. I miss Peyton Manning tremendously. I wish he was still playing. Just weird not having him in the league anymore. Really enjoyed everything that he did. Everything he did for the Colts. And then obviously when he went to the Broncos, it was weird at first. Incredible player. I mean, probably the smartest player because of that big ass fucking 8-head that he's got, right? You know what I mean? Just the audibles at the line. And the thing that I really respected about Peyton the most, because I always pay attention to detail. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just the Japanese part in me, but we always are hard workers and we pay attention to detail. Did you guys ever notice whenever he ran play action, he would run to the running back full speed every time and tuck that ball in to the stomach of the running back and then pull it out at the last second? I mean, he made sure that for the repetition's sake that he did it the same every single time. So you didn't know if it was going to be a play action or if he was going to leave it in the gut and then the running back would take off with it. Obviously with, TD, obviously in the back in the day, the Broncos had some great running backs, but if you go back and you look, with Edge and all the running backs that Peyton Manning has, played with over the years, I really respect that because a lot of guys, when they run the play action, they get lazy. They don't run after they hike the ball as fast as they can, and they do the same movements every time. And that's one thing I think that Peyton Manning was better than any other quarterback of all time. If you go back and watch old footage, the way that he ran the play action, running to the running back, full speed, sticking it into the gut, you never knew if it was going to be play action or not. And I can really respect that. I mean, it was not a lot of people noticed that little detail, but that's something I noticed right away when I saw him at Tennessee as a volunteer, going to Indianapolis as a Colt, and going to Denver. Some of you guys might have not seen that, but that's one thing that it stood out to me at the very beginning when I watched his career. Epic. That's why he's so good. Eagles John. So I'm old now, but I was born. I could be young. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Said, no, I sent it before you decided to bring Venmo up. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do, right? Because I think I said it and then I looked and then it came up. So I don't know. Maybe I just didn't register. But it's like I literally said it and then I looked down and it was there. I don't know. ESP, baby. Appreciate you very, very much. I know. I'll always take care of you with that. I'm going to save those on the computer for you all the time too. It never gets old. It never gets old. Those will always be on there. I'll find more for you too. And then it's me and Holly high-fiving. Yes. High five. And then we can always go with the Andy Reid love. I just need to find some candid shots of Andy Reid just eating. You know what I mean? Just like at like a restaurant, just eating cake or like a cheeseburger. I can do some research. I'll dig. I'll dig for some. My boy. Chiefs. I mean, I know I can find some, but usually like the quality of the photo is shitty. It's like really small. I want it to be able to fit the screen, but I have to find ones that fit the dimensions. And that's a big challenge when I'm finding photos quickly for you guys. I try to find HD. If I can't find HD, I got to find the best looking non-HD photo. And then I'm trying to find the size that fits on the screen so it looks the cleanest. So yes, I like your channel because you give reverence to the past and you're engaged in the present with hope for the future. Stay with that. You'll be fine. Appreciate that. And like I said, if I have fans like you guys, you know what I mean? Like I said, I have a lot of passion, energy, and I do appreciate people so much You know what I mean? I wouldn't be where I'm at without you guys. And like I said, it's nice to be able to reminisce with people that love the same shit as me. Like we have a common love for NFL or college football or both or wrestling or whatever it is, baseball or NBA or college hoops or just like the old school days. So Liberty tight end Eric Green, Eagles, John, my boy. Let's go. Thank you. I don't know how that's going to go. I know when we talked about it this morning, she's like, I need Velcro. I was like, what happens if I run in my shoes? I was like, well, track people don't really have that. I was like, we can get some like Air Maxes or whatever, and you just double knot them and whatnot. So I don't know if that's a telltale sign of what might happen with some falling down or clumsiness and whatnot. But yeah, I was like, there's not going to be any Nike Air Max Velcros. I mean, I was like, you're not a grandma. You know what I mean? A lot of the people, you just got to double knot them up and, get out there and do your business. You know what I mean? And a lot of times with people, if you've never had Air Max Vapors or if you had shoes that have a full air bubble, it's life-changing. Once you wear normal shoes and then you go to a shoe that actually is like a $200 shoe and you put it on and it's got a full air bubble, you don't even feel like you're walking. Like if you just feel like you're floating on air, like in space or something. And a lot of people have never bought Air Max Vapors for $200 a piece because they're expensive. But trust me, if you have a chance, instead of buying Jordans or Damian Lillard's or KD's or Kyrie's, if you buy, those are my favorite shoes, the Nike Air Max Vapors. You put them on and it's just magical the way that you feel because you're just getting all the bounce off the air bubble from the very front of the shoe all the way to the back. It's an unbelievable feeling if you've never had any before. They are expensive, but it's better than just getting a Jordan shoe that's ugly, that has no support, no air bubble, and you're just buying it because it's a Jordan shoe rather than having something that's stylish, looks good, that you can wear with a lot of clothes and outfits, and it's got the full air bubble. So, yes, I do too. I love the throwback looks. Jamison Williams. Yes, Jamison Williams. I'll bring up a picture. He's nice, dude. He's such a good player. If I can find a photo for you. I mean, you just look at him and he screams athlete. Jameson says, I want Jameson. Jameson and another Jameson together. Let's take a look here. Yeah, and I'm doing a lot of research, with the combine and film and everything. Where are you? Can I find you? There you are. And trust me, to be able to find files quickly to keep you guys engaged, I have to be very, very quick. I can't take any longer than like a minute, but even a minute's too long. I'm always trying to find something for you guys within 30 seconds or faster. Look at that. I mean, especially when you can talk on a stream and then you can pull up something like this. It's like you almost feel like you're watching ESPN or a Good Morning Football or Fox Sports. I'm trying to give you the inside feeling when we're talking about someone. And that's why I think people really enjoy me, calling highlights or just talking about football. Because if you can get the film while I'm talking about it, like a Good Morning Football type of show, you can really feel the energy and the impact of matching a face or a player in pads with, commentary at the same time. Look at him, this athlete, baller. Got the speed. He's got hands. He's probably going to go somewhere between 15 and 25, just depending on, he could go slightly higher, but I think somewhere between 15 and 25 is a sweet spot. Somewhere around there. Your flight leaves at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, good. You got the backup account. Nice. That's awesome. The 8-head, man. We're never going to get over Peyton's 8-head. I'm keeping that shit on there forever. I just can't get over it. I just can't get over this. What happened? 2035, it's already game over for him. Now we already know he is an alien, but that 95 to 2015, I know people change over time. Some people are good people and then they turn into bad people. Sometimes people are bad and then they turn good. But have you ever seen a forehead grow like this in 20 years? I haven't. I am convinced he is not from this earth. I am convinced that that's why he's such a good quarterback. That's why he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, he was normal human in 95, but something happened. He got visited by somebody, some kind of alien, and then that shit grew. They're like, all right, give him the injection, give him the portal, give him the portal. Peyton, I still love you, brother. I still love you, brother. Incredible player, incredible autograph too as well. Love me some Peyton Manning. Always will be my favorite too. Him and Joe Montana. Always. Steve Smith wants Malik Willis. A lot of people do. I think the Saints fans want him. Carolina wants him. Blake. I think more than likely he'll be the first quarterback taken off the board. I think he's got a very good arm. He's athletic. He's got the swag. He seems like he's got the intangibles. He's kind of like a Justin Fields, obviously just from a smaller school. But it's going to take time, and it depends on the supporting cast, who the wide receivers are, who the running back is, who's the offensive line that's going to protect him. But I think he's the one that intrigues me the most out of all the, you got Pickett and you got all these other guys that are out there that are going to try to make waves. But I think for me, that's the one I want to watch the most is Malik Willis. I want to see if he can pan out or not. So JT says, I miss Drew Brees. Doesn't everyone? I mean, I'm a Bucs fan, but I still miss him. Those pregame speeches, other than Ray Lewis on defense, Drew Brees on offense, epic. I could listen to Drew Brees talk pregame speeches against my Buccaneers or against anyone on repeat. I mean, that was something special. He commanded respect. They listened. It didn't matter if there was a 6'9" brother, you know what I mean, listening to this little short white dude at quarterback. But when you throw for 5,000 yards over and over and over again and have that passion from Purdue, just like my boy Mike Allstott, special people come out of Purdue, the Boilermakers. Sometimes they're the spoiler makers, okay? They got some amazing talent out of Purdue. Drew Brees and Mike Allstott, baby. Maybe that's why I like Brees so much, because of him and Allstott, The GOAT, Peyton. Yes. Shanahan had a stable of running backs that lasted for years. Well, because they had the system. I mean, remember all the guys that they had? They literally could plug in anybody at running back, and they were going to get over 1,000 to 1,500 yards. Like, there's like 10 different guys that they could have plugged in. Very, very talented, Mike Shanahan. That's facts. Chief gone, Chief. Yeah, we're $10 away. $10 away. Obviously, I didn't expect us to hit, $600-700 in back-to-back nights. That would be crazy. Usually, you're going to have a big dono stream, and then usually it'll still be a good number, and then maybe wait a couple days, and then another big day. But I mean, to have 640, 672, and 1,052 in a 2-week period, and that broke all the records that we've ever had since October of last year when we had the raid where Holly Hundo donated 320 out of the 620, and we got to have her grace the channel from that point. It's pretty amazing. And they weren't even football games. It's just late night streams, just hanging out and talking football and just enjoying each other's company. And I really like these streams. Like, I mean, I love calling games, and that's always fun, right? But there's just something nice about late night. It's been a long day. Maybe someone had a shitty day, or you're like, Shep got a fucking car accident, or whatever the case may be. But it's just nice to be able to hang out. Oh, there we go. Chief gone, Chief. Thank you, dude. $22. Thank you, brother. Thank you. There we go. We got it. We're over now. Chief gone, Chief. Thank you, brother. Oh, the barbecue places. Now I got to go back. Chief gone, Chief, bang, $22. And thank you. I mean, like I said, whether like Jose, he's got a mortgage and a kid, putting food on the table and taking care of your family and everything first, $5 still really matters, and it's great. But when you get love and appreciation from the Chiefs Kingdom, like this, when you're getting those big donos, thank you so much. You know what I mean? It's like pretty much now on every stream, if we have less than 20 people in the room, I mean, we're getting pretty much 200 to 1,000 every single night. And it feels good giving back. Like I said, I gave $10 to the Starbucks kid this morning to have him buy lunch. That made me feel really good, because I could just imagine myself, being at 17, 18 years old, making dick, not making any money, and just working my ass off, making fucking, Starbucks orders from a bunch of these like Starbucks Nazi people. I want 3 pumps of this, and I don't want this. I want some goat milk. Like, those crazy people. I don't get Starbucks often, but lately I've been getting it a little bit more often because I'm there early in the morning and I'm buying like, Monsters, and I'm buying all the fucking Modelos, pineapples, and fucking mangoes, right? But sometimes I see these orders, and I remember one time I was in a hurry, and I wanted to be able to get things going and go home, and the lady in front of me ordered like 4. I'm like, you got to be fucking shitting me. It was before I was doing the WWE pay-per-view. I was like running late, and I couldn't believe it, so I was like, all right, I'm going to go through the drive-through down the road. I can't do the one in person, but you get these weirdos that have like these crazy, like 10 modifications. Like, who does that? Like, you got to be a crazy ass person. I know everyone's got their thing, all right, but when you start going past like 2 modifications or 3, like now you're being a little extra. You know what I mean? Like, I saw a thing on Twitter where they had this one where they thought it was like someone trolling, where there was like 25 modifications, and they thought the guy was like trolling them because maybe he had a bad experience or something like that. But yeah, I mean, just give me whatever is on the menu: venti, white chocolate mocha, hot. Give me the standard bullshit. Boom, I'm good. It's just crazy. The prices of it, is going up. I remember I used to pay $4 for it. Now it's like $6, which is very expensive. But sometimes just being able to wake up and have that is very nice. I'll tell you, that first sip of coffee, whether it's at home or there, is definitely, it's huge. Especially if you need that. Let's see here. The goats are in the building, absolutely, and you're one of them. Holly Hundo, LOL barbecue place here in KC. Q39, the Andy Reid special. Burnt ends, love burnt ends. Onion straws, love onion straws. Mac and cheese, love mac and cheese. Diet Coke. Why is it got to be Diet Coke, though? Can't be regular? That sounds amazing, though. Shit, give me the Diet Coke with it. Fuck it. That sounds great. All that shit I like. The Cornhusker defeating the Volunteers in 97. It was crazy, too, because remember when Peyton Manning was there? They didn't win the championship. They won it the year after in 98 with T. Martin. How do I remember that? I have fucking no idea. That shit happened when I was like, 16 years old? And I'm 39 now. But I remember Peyton was supposed to win the Heisman, win the championship, that they fell short. But they won the championship, I believe, the year after with T. Martin. Is that right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. I have the steel trap for the memory for a lot of that stuff. So. KC barbecue, man. Thanks to you, I had to rush down to Delaware to see Mom. They thought she had a stroke. She didn't, but she had some other problems. It's been great therapy. I had a lot of time. Great to be here. Awesome. Anytime that, I get private messages all the time, and sometimes I don't let people know what people message me. People are going through a lot of shit in this room. Sometimes the people that are in here or the people that aren't in here at the time. But there's a lot of people that are hurting or, not really doing 100%. So anytime that I can bring a little bit of joy, whether just us talking sports, bringing up the old school photos, just us reminiscing and talking sports or wrestling or whatever, that means a lot, man. Because like I said, if I can make a difference for one person in the room or one person a day, I've done something good. And like I said, I feel like the community here is everything. I mean, the sports thing is great, but to be able to have a community of everyone supporting each other, that means everything to me. And that's facts. I hope your mom is okay. Absolutely. But a lot of people will listen to me in the car or at work when they work like graveyard and whatnot. So definitely is exciting, man, to be able to grow the family. It's kind of high for a pick there, Blake. Number 6. I mean, when you got guys like Kayvon Thibodeau and there's going to be amazing offensive linemen. I mean, to take a guy that high at 6, because honestly, I'm not sure if anyone is really worth a first round, pick at quarterback compared to all these great wide receivers, offensive linemen, D linemen, linebackers, corners, Sauce Gardner, Stingley. I mean, there's a lot of amazing talent. I mean, I hope that some of these guys end up panning out, but this quarterback class is nowhere near what next year's is going to be. And it's nowhere near what last year's is going to be. And it's nowhere near what Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert are going to be or already are right now. That's facts. We had the Chief Gone Chief with the 22. So 107 plus 25. So 133 on the Cash App before I paid Johnny for the thumbnail. I don't know if Johnny finished my thumbnail or not. I think he's working on it right now still. And let me check to see if Shep responded to me. He might be sleeping or just, injured dog with the car accident. So I sent it to him 44 minutes ago, and he hasn't checked it. So he's probably sleeping or just not feeling well. I think he had a concussion, maybe still in the hospital, but I think he got released. So yeah, I gotta go to Kansas City. You know what I mean? I need to get some of that. Chief Gone Chief, $22 dono. Thank you, man. Love me, my Chief fans. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. 212. Pretty close to 250. Got 7 more minutes to go. And like I said, normally I keep streaming until like midnight for another like hour and 45 minutes or 2 hours. But I do need to go to the bank. I should go get that done. If I want to grab a couple more beers, depending on how many the girlfriend has drank, and maybe grab a snack, maybe something to eat. I haven't had food in a while. I had some teriyaki, but it kind of made my stomach feel a little upset. Have you guys, I mean, we already know, like when you eat Taco Bell, we know what happens after, right? Sometimes you're high or you're drunk, and Taco Bell sounds good eating it, right? But coming out, not so fun. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you eat food, it's like you find yourself like in the bathroom, like too many, like frequent times. That's not fun. You know what I mean? And I felt like my stomach was not feeling too good earlier today, but I feel good now. So luckily I don't have like episodes like that. I'm in the live stream and I'm in the bathroom like 10 times in a stream. That would not be good. That would not be good. Taco breast milk. Oh, baby. KCK. Slaps, huh? Man. Jameson, Ryan, giving you a heads up. We're doing a live stream with Music Writer that I'm a big supporter of. So when that gets done, if you're still running the stream, then I will pull up. Yeah, like I said, I normally I'll stream until like midnight or whatever. But like tonight, I think I'm just going to call it a little bit earlier. Instead of doing a 5-hour stream, I'm going to do a 3-hour tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be back for probably about a 4 or 5 hour stream. Saturday, probably a long one. And Sunday, I'm streaming for probably like 8 or 9 hours because I got the NASCAR race. And then I got AEW Revolution. So that's going to be 5 hours for NASCAR on Sunday, another 4 hours or 3 hours for the AEW pay-per-view. So normally I don't like doing 3-hour streams. I like to push myself and do 4 or 5. But since I have to go to the bank, get money, for the track and, be able to kind of take care of some things, maybe watch a little bit of TV, with the girlfriend and whatnot, I'll just cut it a little bit early. But like I said, 3 hours is still a good commitment. And I've had a great time with you guys today. I always do. Desperate for a quarterback. Yeah, I know you're not sticking with Darnold, but I mean, we don't really know what happens if Malik is a bust and then like Kayvon Thibodeau's on the table and he ends up turning into a Hall of Famer. Those are the things that you have to worry about, especially when you don't really have like a Joe Burrow in this draft or a Justin Herbert in this draft. You know what I mean? There's not even a Justin Fields in this draft. You know what I mean? Like the closest thing might be Malik, but we don't know. I mean, it seems like he might be similar to a Justin Fields skill set, but we don't know. We have to kind of wait and see. But I know a lot of teams are desperate for quarterbacks for sure. Well, that's good. Well, yeah, prayers up, man. I mean, anyone that's got, family members, or my dad's got diabetes and I'm probably going to get it. And I've had a lot of, family members die, with that. And so it's like, I got to make sure I walk and, exercise and try to take care of my body a little bit. And my dad's mom died and there's been, it runs in the family. So it kind of scares me a little bit, but everyone's got, different things that they're going through: COVID, old age, Alzheimer's, all this different stuff that's going on, COVID. And we just want to make sure that we can be there for each other. Like I said, that's why, I asked Shepard if, he wanted me to mention it to the people in the chat or just keep it private. And he said, go ahead, it's fine. And so hopefully we end up seeing him tomorrow. But like I said, maybe give him a couple days until he feels better. But I appreciate you guys very, very much. I do. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I try to get in there once in a while too. I try to throw a Madono in there, and usually there's less people in the Q&A than obviously in the football games. So it's like if you want to end up getting some of your questions answered, I mean, usually there's so many people in there, you still have to dono usually to get a comment or question in there because he's such a popular guy, Clickbait Sports Grossi. But yeah, I might end up going in there at some point before I stream, but it just depends with the girlfriend because she'll be working until probably 4 or 5 o'clock. So by the time he's done, I might not be able to, but I might be able to do it from my phone. So I could be like in my bedroom or in the living room, and I might be able to go in there as well. Yeah. And like I said, I don't mind anyone promoting Tom Grossi on this fucking channel. I owe a lot, to Tom and Holly with everything that's happened. So anyone that promotes Tom on this channel. Now, if we're talking about other people, maybe that's an issue. All right. But with Tom and Clickbait and all them, I'm down with all those guys. Hopefully one day I can be maybe the sixth man. Maybe I can earn the respect. I think I could bring something to them that they don't have with a different demographic. And I'm going to keep working hard. And then, hopefully we get that collab with the Packers and the Bucks next season. But Tom's fucking streams are always fire. They're never boring. They're always high energy. They're always fun. That's facts. Absolutely. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton's fantastic. The next Harrison Smith, he might end up being better. That's facts. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, keep me posted. I'll keep live streaming throughout pretty much every day. So if you want to pop in or just send me a message on, Instagram or Twitter, have a good time. Enjoy yourself. I hope everything works out with the banks and the money and everything. Enjoy yourself. Eat some food. Show me some pictures of some deep dish pizza or wingies or whatever. Tommy want wingy. Tommy like wingy. Okay. Tommy want wingy. That'd be me right there. Like, Holly, give me some wingies. But I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Like I said, we got a 1 minute countdown. So pretty much just a quick breakdown of the stories today. Pat McAfee and Vince McMahon, his first interview with anyone in person in 15 years. He's going to introduce the Undertaker, Vince McMahon, in the Hall of Fame. It's a big deal because Undertaker never went behind Vince's back to go to WCW, was there for a long time. Also decided that Pat McAfee will have a match at WrestleMania, but we don't know the opponent. And we had a great time today. Tommy Want Wingy, pimpin'. We talked about Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk, a little David Robinson and Tim Duncan. All right, some other classic photos of the rejection. We got fucking Robinson, Olajuwon, and Shaq, a little Peyton Manning, a little bit more Peyton, a little Jameson Williams, and obviously we know this will never go away. This will never go away, but this might be the most epic photo of all time. I mean, I love the Andy Reid one, but that shoulder pads, I can't get over that. I cannot get over the shoulder pads. Neither can Andy. He's looking at him right now. He's like, wow, look at those shoulder pads by that guy. Unfucking believable. Well, you guys are the best fans on planet Earth. We actually had a really good number, considering how many people are in the room. It's always usually around the same amount. We ended up hitting 133 in the Cash App. And then what was the total number? Because I did 25, obviously. And then we got a nice 10 there, right there at the end. Thank you so much. I promise I did. No problem. I'm all love here. All love here. So we ended up hitting 133 on the Cash App. And then I paid 25 to Johnny for a thumbnail. And then we just got a tenner right here. What does that put us at? Sarah, are you still in the room? What does that put us at? So LOL will send pics of wingies and other adventures. We'll be back on Cash App on Monday. Thanks for the company and the grind. Absolutely. And I apologize. I'm not streaming for 4-5 hours, but sometimes, 3 hours. Got some other errands I need to run before it gets too late. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Now I just got to wait for this to load here. Jameson Meza. Let me take a quick look. I think that, let me see when last. So 212. So 212, and then we just got a 10. So 222, it looks like is what we ended up hitting. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your night. Thursday, I will be back. I will be back very, very soon. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great trip in Chirac. Be safe. Eat some amazing food, and I will see you guys very soon. Let's give a quick shout out to the people here on the Cash App with everyone on the Super Chat as well. Let me do a quick one here before I fuck up my phone. All right, so Sarah Small with a $5, Marcos Pineda with a $5, Eagles John with a $10, Air with a $5. Let's see here, Odin's Son, Odin's Child with a 30, Eagles John with a $10, Eagles John with a $10, Chief Gone Chief with a $10. Let's see, I ended up paying Johnny 25 for the thumbnail. Eagles John with a 20, Jose JT with a $5, and then at the very end, Chief Gone Chief with a $22 to get us over to, and then also Holly Hundo with a $10, and then I think we ended up getting to like 222. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. I love you and appreciate you. 3 hours, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. I'll be back tomorrow for probably a 3, 4, 5 hour stream. Enjoy your night. I love you, and I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Love you. Have a great night, gang.